Everyone, Eric Watson here, freelance writer, player of games, writer, forger, recorder of videos, and a tabletop role-playing aficionado. Welcome to Patron D&D, where platinum-level patrons and I get together to play Dungeons & Dragons via Discord and Roll20. These sessions are entirely supported by patrons of patreon.com/roguewatson. Patrons also get exclusive access to private videos, custom 5e content, and participate in monthly DM roundtables and these Patron D&D games. These games are not live streamed, but are recorded for your viewing pleasure. You can watch more D&D sessions, reviews, and crafting streams on the channel, read recaps at roguewatson.com, and listen to all of these shows with the Rogue Watson podcast, available wherever you get your podcasts. You can join our official Discord server with invite link in the description below. Our music is by Kevin MacLeod, and our amazing original character art was done by Jimmy McClure. Welcome to Chapter 5, Episode 4 of our Empire of the Ghouls campaign, designed by Richard Green and published by Kobold Press. This session, I am joined by patrons Brandon, playing Bahn, the Kobold Bard College of Whispers.
Hey there.
Dory, playing Io, the gearforged Circle of the Moon Druid.
Hello.
Jason, playing Zaberi, the human battle master fighter / wizard.
Bonjour.
Morgan, playing Millie Muggins, the human way of the Kensei Monk.
Hey, everybody.
And Stan, playing Alaric, the dhampir Death Domain Cleric / Bard.
Greetings.
Previously on Empire of the Ghouls. Having bluffed and disguised their way through the outpost, the party arrived in the bloody arena known as the Pit of All Flesh, where half-starved prisoners fought for their lives against Darrow hunters and a tentacled monstrosity that lurked in a deeper central pit. Millie and Zaberi were eager to jump in and join the fray after seeing a Darrow warrior get grabbed by a tentacle. Alaric teleported the Darrow out and unleashed a Radiant Dawn spell, scattering many concerned patrons and causing the enraged Lord of All Flesh to emerge onto the arena floor. The massive, disease-ridden Atyug caused mass hysteria among the stands, and even the Darrow in the arena backed off. The party were left to contend with the massive beasts, with Snips firing arrows from the stands, Bahn using bardic inspiration from afar, Zaberi grabbing the Darrow, and Millie pummeling it with unarmed strikes. Finally, the great beast went down, much to the disapproval of any crowd who remained. The surviving prisoners trampled the guards and fled onto the streets alongside fleeing patrons, causing a full-blown riot at the outpost. The party grabbed the nearly dead Darrow warrior and defeated a pair of Darrow soldiers who recognized them as the troublemakers who'd started it all. Thanks to the chaos of the riot and the party's continued efforts, they were able to slip out of the outpost. The Darrow confirmed that he's a member of the cult of the Withered Hand and pointed them to a hidden path deeper down the northern tunnel. He also gave them the name of the cult's leader, Orda. The insane Darrow then launched into a surprise attack, only to swiftly kill himself, leaving the party to find the cult on their own. And Io has caught up to you all as you lose some party members in the chaos of the outpost, but you gain one. Do you still have the human prisoners with you? I completely forgot if that's still a thing.
Yeah. I do.
Okay. You kept them all, even with all the writing and everything, because I think they're
carrying Bahn.
I'm trying to remember.
They're still carrying Bahn.
Yeah, I was still sitting on them.
You still got the palanquin thing going.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to remember how long their docile drug lasts at this point, because you've had them.
I feel like it was like days, is what you said. Is what I've been running with.
For the rest of the campaign.
For the rest of the campaign.
It lasts for a day or two, and then they wear off. They'll come to their senses. And
yeah.
The whole time, as we're walking through the trails, it's like, you are welcome for me protecting you and making you carry me all this way. This is a benefit to you. And like, I'm saying it over and over. So like, as they like come out of their stuff, like they're used to hearing it. That's what I'm going for.
Make sure you're conditioned. I'm your mother now. The first thing you see when you come out of your drug-addled stupor. Yeah, imprint.
Bahn is safety. Safety is Bahn.
Yeah.
To your credit, you haven't technically found a safe place to drop them off yet. Obviously, the outpost where they throw humans into a giant pit known as the Pit of All Flesh, probably not the best place. And you saw the kitchen where they were carving up, corpses and stuff to serve to the undead patrons. Again, probably not a great place. You guys didn't even find the apartment / meat locker building that was in the outpost as well. So all things considered, probably a good idea that you didn't drop them off. But yeah, you're still awkwardly kind of have this train of people with you as you continue down the northern tunnels. Despite the Darrow warrior's obvious insanity, his directions do prove fruitful. You travel down winding tunnels for the better part of a day, at one point having to stop and rest and continue on to the next. You will all gain the benefit of a short rest. We're still considered to be in travel mode, and the underworld is certainly not a safe place to, or a comfortable place, I guess, to get a formal long rest. Do I need to throw your tokens on this map so you guys can short rest properly?
Before I short rest,
Yes.
Millie is going to use one of her monk abilities. She has a quick healing thing that lets her use her leftover key points to regain hit points. Let's see, where is it? I'll put it in the chat in a second.
Okay.
Is it key field healing? I think that's what it's called.
I think so. Yeah, it's something like that. Let's see. There are so many things on my character sheet.
Eh.
40 blows.
I've never
There it
used the
is.
short rest button in Roll20. Does this work?
You may
There
need
it
to
is. Quickened
select your
healing.
token.
I have
Oh,
4.
really?
Oh, I have 4. Am I muted again? I have 4 key points left, so I'm going to get yeah. I think that should bring me up to full hit points. So
Okay.
hit points.
I had to turn off everybody's night vision so we could keep our current map. And Bahn's got short and Song of Rest. Yeah, you can use all those abilities for sure.
It's not letting me use any. Oh, here we go.
So try selecting and then maybe clicking short rest button. It should just say consider using hit dice.
No, it was just a really long delay between like selecting it. Oh, it only let you had to choose to use all of them right away. That is not how it works.
Oh, that's not good.
Game. That's not how it works at all. You can just click them in the box. Okay, I'm just gonna do that.
Yeah, you have to manually reduce the number on your sheet. It doesn't automatically deduct them.
That's working. It worked for me. It's just like the first pop-up that came, you had to choose when you just click the short rest button, but I can do it manually afterwards. You should be able to choose how many you use as you go, right? You don't have to like pick.
Are you talking about the hit dice?
8. Yeah.
Yeah, you should be able to use as many as you want.
Yeah, I think you click the word hit dice underneath your current hit points.
It'll roll that, yep.
And then it'll roll the dice for you. And it just rolls 1.
I've got a little thing that mine is split into 2 because I have 2 categories and it's split for me. It's really cool.
Got it.
It doesn't add to my hit points,
I can't see my token to click on it, so
fortunately.
Go ahead and top off.
Oh, you guys should be able to see here. Yeah.
I'm pinging you,
Okay,
yours,
there we
Dan.
go.
Can you see it?
I can see it now. Yes, thank you.
Put you in the light zone.
Oh, look at these rolls.
Bahn's retelling the story of how, while you guys were fighting all the ghouls in the pit, all the ghouls were getting microwaved by radiant light up in the stands, trying to run away.
Notice the DM
well,
didn't describe all the innocents getting murderized in the opening. I don't think.
While everyone's
I would
kind of
have
short
some
resting,
questions.
Millie's going to
Sorry.
take the little scrap of fabric from her friend Next Dread who had died. He was the one being butchered. She's going to take the scrap of his costume and she's going to be sewing it onto her own costume.
For Millie, I think you discovered a lot of your companions were either dead or you saw them die in the arena. I think I mentioned that some of them probably did escape because it sounded like you were part of a pretty big group. But it was just chaos in the outpost and everybody was fleeing in different directions. So hard to say where any of them ended up.
She's like sewing this onto her little garment and everything, and she's going to kind of hang her head low and kind of remember all the good times with her old crew and everything, and reminisce about things.
Okay. I'll give you a point of inspiration for having to deal with this trauma.
And it's been a while, but Alaric, during the short rest, tries to take a nap and wakes up screaming from nightmares again. and looks at Io and he goes, "There are new voices now. They had been going away, but there's more now. The screaming doesn't stop."
I imagine I'm listening to Bahn's story and then watching this happen to Alaric, and I'm kind of piecing together in my head things that have happened. And I would just go and sit quietly next to Alaric and just say, it's okay. Did what you needed to do. Go to sleep. And then I would probably scoot over next to Bahn after I kind of like tried to soothe Alaric a little bit and say, what exactly are you doing with these people still?
What do you mean? They're mine. What's the problem?
I'm going to like reach through the ghoul disguise, and I'm gonna like try to like, are you still in there? Is it you?
I mean, they're safer here with us than they are anywhere else, are they not? I'm protecting them.
Ah, yes, that's the exact word I would have used also to describe that. Good.
And
Good. We are
he
protecting them.
snaps his fingers and like he puts his arms up and like they make like a lounge for him to like lean back on.
It's like some Cirque du Soleil thing or something. We're all just like forming
Yeah.
like shapes for you to sit in.
I would just shake my head, and then I would probably reach into my pack and offer up some rations to them while we were resting.
Yeah, you noticed, all of you have noticed that these folks have been just really drugged out of their mind almost the whole time. And now, especially with this rest tonight, they're all starting to stir more and kind of whisper to each other. And you can tell they're all starting to kind of get their senses back to each other. And then by the time it's the next day, you finally have one person who seems to be like, I don't know, their de facto person that they're looking to. We'll say it's an older woman who finally approaches you, Bahn, and basically just asks you pointedly, still kind of meekly, very unsure, but like basically asking like, what is your plan for us?
Is this before or after Snips reapplies the ghoul makeup on us? So it's like a 24-hour or something. I don't remember the
Yeah.
duration, but it's like so has that expired or
I think
is
we
it
assume
can-
that, you guys, I'd have to go
We
back and
can
check
keep
the.
overlapping it.
You can, yeah. I think you can do it to where it never truly expires, was what I was assuming, unless you guys tell me differently.
okay? So if I'm still Grimtooth Rotbone, then
Then scene.
yeah, but he says, "Don't talk back." No, I'm I'm trying to protect you. I'm Grimtooth Rotbone. I have won you fair and square. We are heading to the cult of the Withered Hand. You will go with us. And what else are you going to do about it right now, honestly?
Yeah. Even in their waking up state, they still recall how much power you all have. So
I'll be frank, okay? Originally, I had intentions to like free you and like let you go, but it's been a problem that's just gotten worse as I've gone along. And so the thing is I'm just gonna see what happens now. And I do honestly feel that I'm still best to protect you if you're near me. Yeah.
ever the
With
politician. Showing off the persuasion. Yeah, they look around, they don't see very many options. They look behind them and see that the outpost, now a day's travel away, certainly no place to go. And they are probably not fully aware of where you're going. And really, you guys are obviously way over your head. You have no idea where you are. You're just going on the last thing you heard. Yeah.
So Bahn would like embellish also the fact that they're helping us like look the part, right? Like he's saying like we're not that we're normal necessarily yet, right? He still wants them to be kind of scared, but it's like the more that we can seem not out of the ordinary here, the safer it's going to be. And then the first opportunity that we see that we can let you go safely, that we'll do that.
She kind of nods. She's very just bewildered by all of this experience, I guess. They're not used to having Darrow treat them as anything close to how you've been treating them. So certainly don't want to rock the boat, but she kind of nods and meekly like returns to the group. So for now, you still have those 8 humans kind of with you who are now not so drugged out of their minds. On the second day, you uncover a hidden sign in a small side tunnel, which is about where the Darrow had updated your map to show. And it's written in common, painted with blood and filth, and reads, "Welcome, worthy foes. Find the hidden prizes 3 and bring them to Orda to gain her favor. Try not to die." And it seems to lead to a side cavern.
You said that that's in common, right?
Yep. Yes.
Millie's going to look over it really closely with her good eye, and she's going to say, this sounds like fun. Who's in for this challenge ahead? Oh, and one more thing. She's not going to take the ghoul makeup thing on her. She's just going to stay exactly like she is.
Yeah, and that's something we introduced. I don't know if it was last or maybe 2 sessions ago. I think when you first came on, that you do actually act kind of as one of the prisoners. I don't know how much you interact with them. Clearly, they know you've got some kind of weird relationship with what they think are the Darrow, right? Because you've been talking with them and hanging out with them, but you also aren't shackled and look like just a human. So
she is kind of manacled because she still has her own manacles.
Okay.
So she puts those back on, and she's just chatting up everyone in the line once they start coming to. She's trying to get gossip out of each of them. She's trying to play matchmaker with a couple of them. There's
So when you get out of here, what do you think you're gonna go do?
Oh, she's totally the town busybody when she gets out of here. But yeah, she's going to do that kind of stuff, and she's going to say, "Now, what do you think of these people here? They're not as bad as the other ghouls, right? Right, dearie?" To some of them, but she's trying to convince everyone that they're not so bad of people the whole time.
Okay. They some of them warm up to you a little bit. A lot of them are still very cautious. And there are, obviously a lot of stories about just humans that ally themselves with Darrow undead, and they're usually like the worst of the worst people, right? And everybody's got that in the back of their head. They're like, okay, you're being one of those people that's like, hey, these guys are great, and they're like just gonna turn you over. But you do obviously come off as very genuine and friendly, and it's certainly warming up to them gradually. Yeah, are you guys entering into this tunnel? This is where the Darrow pointed you out, the location of the cult of the Withered Hand, which is the Darrow cult. That is the best case you have of locating this old ghoul king called Narrowzane, who is apparently going to be of great use to you, or at least what you were told for navigating the underworld. You do know that back when you talked to Varja, the Kobold Backkeeper, when you first got in the underworld, that all of the Imperium was like north and east, and you guys have been traveling solidly northeast this whole time. So you know you're getting pretty much into real Ghoul Imperium territory here.
I mean, we can mess with the DM and just say, hey, no, I want to turn right.
Yeah, I'm gonna go the other direction. What's down this other tunnel?
Yeah.
How big is the tunnel? Like, is it like, do we have to walk single file, 2 by 2? Is
It
it
looks like you just
pretty
have.
spacious?
Yeah, it looks like you would just have to kind of walk in a single file for just a little bit, and then it does look like, and you know, some of you have dark vision, and you can also see, those of you without dark vision can see that there are bioluminescent mushrooms that are kind of lighting what looks to be a vast, large cavern, not like the size of the ghoul outpost or anything, but you know, a large area that's just beyond this kind of tight tunnel. So it does open up.
While we're standing at the entrance and just kind of reading the sign, kind of getting our bearings, I would like to ritual cast detect magic.
Okay. Since the president of
Oh
magic
my
is
God,
30 feet.
Did it take one of my spell slots? It did, you dirty dog. And I will offer, I'm not really sure about Millie and Zaberi, how comfortable they are with, you know, leading or perceptive type of things, but I would offer to.
Millie's not very perceptive, but she is completely 100% going to walk right ahead of everyone else. And she's going to just walk right into danger.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is
Prisoner, get in front. Take the first blow.
Always the DM's favorite character archetype, which is the heedlessly forward into danger, please.
The thing is, I was gonna not do this because I didn't want to be rude. Because there's a difference between me and Bahn. But
Yeah.
Bahn, the whole time that you're talking up everybody,
Yeah.
and then Eric was saying that, you know, the people who hang out with the Dare Cooler are like the crazy ones. Bahn's like going behind you and being like, "Yeah, watch out for that one. We've got her in special manacles because she's nuts."
Yeah.
Yeah. So if Millie wants to take the lead, she's welcome to.
Yep.
That's fine.
She's
but
kind
I'm
of
gonna
stretches for a second. But yeah, she is going to do that.
Okay.
You go
Yeah.
I would
before the
like
ritual
to-
casting's done, or
Oh, just as she's finishing casting it, that's when Millie just walks right ahead.
okay, doing the stretching routine during the ritual.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
Okay. Now, some of you don't have dark vision. It's like I said, there's no light except for there are very eerily beautiful bioluminescent mushrooms that give off this purple glow. So you can kind of see a little bit about that, but it's very much like mood lighting in here if you don't have any kind of dark vision.
So is Millie still using her gem of brightness?
Yeah, she still has it with her. However, I don't think she's going to use it if there's
light doesn't.
if there's
light doesn't burn
bioluminescence.
charges. Just using it like a torch doesn't burn charges.
Oh.
She will use it whenever something big happens, but I think she's going to turn it off for now, and she's going to just take the bioluminescent mushrooms and use those for lighting.
I mean, like dim lighting, technically? Is that disadvantage on perception checks type lighting, or is it... You know what I mean?
It would be, disadvantage on perception checks if you just used the dim lighting. But you said you want to try to pick one?
No, she's just going to be
just
walking
use
along
them.
and
Okay.
using those for the light. Yeah.
Sure. Okay. So, Io, you cast Detect Magic, and you start reaching out with your senses to 30 feet. You detect no magic in the immediate vicinity. However, your just normal crazy high passive perception score does spot a figure lurking in the mushrooms, and out of the corner of your eye you see another one lurking in another tumble of mushrooms, and they both leap out and rush out with blades drawn and appear to be Darrow. All of you are surprised by this. Well, go ahead and tell me your passive perceptions, actually. I know Dory's not going to be surprised by this.
Definitely low enough to be surprised.
Yeah, I think the rest of you are.
15.
14.
9.
9. That is impressive.
Under Jason character, no wisdom.
But you're beautiful.
You always surprise my heart. All right, so I am going to ask for some initiative, but this is going to be a surprise round with just 2 Darrow and Io being able to act this round. As these do appear to be Darrow who look intent on harm.
Gotta stop calling me beautiful. I got distracted.
Yeah.
How tall is Zaberi? Just
Next bio. 6'1".
Pretty tall.
He's physically kind of based on Grace Jones from the old Conan movies.
Nice.
That kind of. This guy's scary looking. I don't like it.
Initiative. All right, so as I mentioned, everybody's surprised except for Io and the Darrow. However, Io, you actually get to act first because of your preternatural awareness of these Darrow getting ready to leap out and attack.
I think in reaction to seeing them, 15. Okay. I think in reaction to that, I am going to throw a thorn whip out at number 2, and I'm going to try to pull them out of hiding so the rest of the group can see it. So,
Okay.
Whoops, I think I just clicked the wrong thing, just in case. There we go. 22.
Ooh, 22 is going... yes, that's going to hit.
So it does 9 piercing, and I'm going to
number 1 or
pull
2,
it.
sorry.
Number 2.
Okay.
And I want to pull it
I suggest
10
the other one.
feet. Sure?
Yeah. Just because I have range. Or I have, like, the ability to attack this thing if it comes closer to us, but if you pull it closer, I won't get that.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Then,
Like,
yeah.
No, don't.
we'll
Not like you know my entire character.
change
But-
change to 1. So we'll attack 1.
Okay.
And do the same thing. I'll pull it 10 feet closer to the group.
Okay.
And it does 9 piercing.
Yeah, you wrap it around and yank it closer. It appears to be a Darrow, which you've seen some before, but this one is has lighter armor and appears very svelte and is wielding a vicious-looking dagger, and its body is kind of like contorting in strange ways that kind of just upset you to look at. It's just got wild air and the weird like giant yellow eyes of the Darrow, and just they start giggling incessantly.
All right.
And this one, having been pulled here, let's see, is going to actually move forward a bit. And it will stumble into the group, and it will suddenly contort its body like this crazy mime maneuver, and you almost, like, it hurts your head to look at it, like it's almost blinking in and out of existence at times, or its body's like melding into itself. And that literally is going to force all of you within 5 feet of it to make a wisdom saving throw.
Well, just told you how bad my wisdom is. What are you doing?
Oh, not my wisdom.
Only weakness.
And yet, with a -1.
I can't quite see them. Am I within 5 feet?
You are not. Yep. So Alaric and Bahn are currently affected as if by the Confuse spell because of its
Oh boy.
terrible, maddening contortions. That was its action to do that. However, this guy doesn't have the bonus action thing, so I guess it does. Doesn't have cunning action, but it has erratic movement. The Shadow Seeker can take the disengage or hide action as a bonus action on each of its turns. So it will, as a bonus action, disengage and run a bit away. I'm still surprised. And then this one will do its original plan, which is to rush at Millie. And seeing as you are surprised, it is going to attack with advantage with its dagger attack. Let's see, now do we have a correct AC this time, Morgan?
Yes, her AC is still, well, it's 18 normally, but there is no mage armor on her
Okay,
right now.
we did discover a bit of a mistake on that one. And I think you swapped the spell out as well because of the, yeah.
Yep, I swapped out the spell. I haven't used the new spell yet, though.
Okay. Just click the button, but I don't see anything happening. Oh, there it goes. That was delay. So I think 19 hits.
Yes, it does.
Yes, it does. That's what I like to hear. Boy, yeah, my Roll20's lagging like crazy. That's not good. Dear, I might have to reload mine. For 9 piercing, but also it can apply a sneak attack. Gosh, it's taking like a couple seconds. Because it has advantage on the attack roll. So it could add 14 on top of that. So 23 total piercing damage with that one stab. And then it will try a few more stabs at you. But 14's not going to hit.
A few more.
27 should hit, indeed.
Oh.
For another 9 piercing damage. And then it will also bonus action disengage and attempt to dive back into the mushrooms here, although obviously it can't also use the hide feature. All right, the surprise round has ended. Millie, you just realized that you got stabbed a couple times by these crazy little arrows.
She cannot see the enemy that just fought her, though,
Yeah.
so she's going to run towards the other one. And let's see. She is going to just go over here, and she is going to give a couple just straight up punch, first of all. So let's see. Unarmed strike. Does a 21 hit?
Yes.
Okay, that is 7. Make sure I got it. Actually, that's 8 damage. I forgot to put on the Eldritch Claw tattoo 1 damage. So 8 on that one. And then she's going to attack again. This time with her longsword. She's going to attack it two-handed. Does a 19
hits.
hit?
Yep.
And I think I'm going to use the Death Strike on that one, which is the one that adds extra 1d6 damage. There it is. To one shot. So she is going to do... Boom.
Oof. 20 damage.
So
Jeez.
20. And then she's going to use her bonus action to do 2 more unarmed strikes. 12.
Does not.
Nope.
It's a wiry
Okay,
little guy.
and 18.
18 does.
Okay,
This is a
so
flurry of-
she is
flurry-
going to
flurry of
do...
blows.
Yep, flurry of blows. So I'll take off a key point for that. And 8 more damage.
Okay. Even a nice thwacking.
And because
Yeah, go ahead.
because she used the unarmed strike during that whole barrage of attacks, she gets to put on her agile parry. So her armor class is now 20 for the next round.
Ooh.
And I think that's all that she's going to do.
This one yells back at you and says,
You intruders are not deserving of being in the presence of our mighty witch queen.
Io.
All right. These little guys are...
Yeah, you pulled one close. It just got closer and then danced very oddly in front of everybody.
Yeah, so I think... Well, Millie's up there now, so I don't want to do that. Yeah, I'm going to, hang on. I'm just going to Thorn Whip. Did Millie beat that one up pretty heavy, or number 1?
Probably hard to tell. You do know they appear to be far hardier than you were expecting for their size. These Darrow all appear to be a lot stronger and hardier than they would look. And this one, I would say, is not even quite bloodied yet. But has taken a lot of damage.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay. Then, you know what? When in Rome, we're surrounded by rock and bioluminescent stuff. So Io's gonna look around and see that a lot of her companions are affected in a weird way by these little guys, and she's going to shift into earth elemental form.
Nice.
Try that. I know it's not the right size, but we'll mess with it after.
Sure.
And then she's going to Bahn, you're gonna see Io shift right behind you, and then she's going to actually melt down into the ground and move.
I just hear like rocks like tumbling. Yeah.
Yep. And I'm gonna emerge up next to this one, and I'm gonna make 2 slam attacks against it.
Nice.
Little pieces of mushroom go flying
Come up
everywhere.
with the uppercut.
The first is a. Oh, this is not right. These are not the right stats. Hang on a second. Sorry, it's not. It didn't shift me into. Okay, these are the right ones. I think the slam attack's still
+8 is what it gave you on this one.
+8. Yeah, okay, so that one's correct. It just didn't have my other stats right.
Okay.
So does a 12 hit or miss?
12 does not hit.
All right, I'm gonna try the second one. 15.
15 does not hit. Yeah, you come up and this guy is so smaller than you would remember when you're coming up to try to punch.
All right, but I am going to stay right there in his face.
His face. Think. This one will attack you, Millie, with one hit with the dagger. Just a regular attack. So 19 no longer hits you because you said your AC was boosted?
No longer hits because of the agile parry.
Okay.
I put it in the chat.
So you, like, come up with a cool...
Yeah, she pulls out her
weapon.
sword and she just kind of blocks the blow really easily with that.
Crazy.
All right. It hisses, or he hisses at you and says,
No fair! You cheat! You cheat!
and it will use its bonus action disengage to whip around and say,
Oh, big one! Big one!
and attempts to stab at the earth elemental with a nat 20
Wow.
strike. Guess who's about to throw a sneak attack on top of that damage too? It's this Darrow right here.
30.
So that's 7 plus, because correct me if I'm wrong, but sneak attack also applies to the crit damage, right? So you get to roll that again.
Correct.
Any dice
Yep.
rolled with
So
the attack.
another 4d6 because you are next to an ally. So it's got 7 plus 17 plus 15 damage with one dagger strike.
39?
Big one! Big one! Rocks! 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 Roll!
All right. So wait, how much damage is that? My roll 20s.
I think
Going
it's
crazy
39.
here.
7, 22,
or
30, yeah,
34, 39.
39, yeah,
39?
damage. One stab. Also, if you could roll on that massive damage... roll on that massive damage table for me. You are knocked prone.
Great.
The rocks do fall down. And because of that, it feels emboldened to attack you again, this time with advantage since you're prone, although it already used its sneak attack
Yuck.
for this round. Imagine if rogues could attack 3 times. That's what this stat block is. Does a 20 hit the earth elemental?
Now
Actually, I
I'm
have
checking
no idea what your
because
AC is when you're in this form.
I have.
Wait.
I can't open the. I can't open the character sheet. It's
I
blank.
broke her with that blind.
Okay, there we go. The AC is 17 as an earth elemental, so that hits.
Another 7 piercing damage. They seem delighted with
Alright.
this. Bahn, you are confused. I'm gonna.
No, I'm not.
Oh no! You rolled the 10. I was about to post it. So yeah,
No, I'm not.
as per the confusion spell, you get to roll a d10 to determine what happens on your turn. If you roll 9 or 10, you can move and act normally.
I say, you idiots, Gorlu sent us. And then I'll give, let's see, Bardic Inspiration to Io. And I'm going to viciously mock this one, number 1,
Okay,
by calling it you idiot.
by saying you very appropriate.
Oh, wait.
This is a
17.
wisdom.
I rolled a 3, a 2, and a 1.
Wow, and there's so
And it saved.
and they're so not wise either.
Oh, of course.
And I back up.
We're the first text we are. Unworthy to find us. Unworthy to move on.
All right, you do get to repeat the save because you're still technically in the effects of confusion.
Forgot about that part.
It's 15.
I roll a 6.
Ooh. This one will also gleefully stab at the downed Earth Elemental, and because it's got its sneak attack prepped, well, I guess it already has it because of the ally right there. So let's do a hit, 26
Mm-hmm.
for 6. It'll do. Let's leave it up to the token. These guys are insane, so I gotta just play it like they're fucking crazy. Let's see. Token Fates. Okay. So it dances around to Zaberi. Now it does come towards you.
Yeah, it does.
So if you want to do your fancy things, somebody gets within 10 feet or something.
Is an 18 hit?
18 does hit.
What?
I hit. Oh. Sorry, just a second. When I hit a creature with weapon attack, it doesn't have to be on my turn. Well, that's nice. Okay,
Ah.
so in which case,
This is a polearm
No, wait,
monster, I think, right?
it is, yeah. So I use my reaction to trigger this.
Okay.
But then I'm going to toss the purity die on. I'm going to try and do a trip attack while that happens.
Hmm.
Oh, he only moved
And they
10 feet.
and they
He's just going
stay
to get
5
right
feet
back
away
up.
from you.
That's a waste. That's a waste of time. Oh, I won't. I'll just use regular attack. Actually, no. Sorry. One more second. Sorry. 15 things I can do.
Triggered them all.
No, one at a time.
I wasn't expecting
Oh, that's
to
the
go.
one I want. Okay, yep, that's what I'm gonna do. So it's gonna work. It does. But also, where'd you go? Oh my god, where did the ability go? So weird. Also this. And a wisdom saving throw, please.
Menacing attack. All right. Yeah. Can I roll unbelievably good for the wisdom again? Not so much.
No.
All right. When it moved towards you, can you stop its?
Well,
movement?
that's the thing. It started here, yeah.
Yeah.
So I hit it when it got to
When it
here.
got to there, okay. All
So
right,
if it's frightened, I believe it cannot move any closer.
that
to
is correct. Yep. So you do that, and it literally like freaks it out, like what? So you like just jab it and keep it away from you.
Right.
And fright means I think it has disadvantage while within line of sight. So which is pretty much everywhere. But it will try to get away from you with its remaining movements. Let's see, what did it try to do here? 5, 10, 50. Actually, it doesn't use that much movement. Still not moving closer to you. So we'll give it a new target. It's just going to turn around and fight Io. Now, Io's prone, but the Darrow's frightened, so I would assume that cancels the advantage out. And just a regular third dagger attack. Still fucking misses.
Holy
25
cow.
for 9 piercing damage. Thankfully, you've got a giant earth elemental tank there. And then it's gonna stay. I guess it could bonus action disengage, but I don't think it can make it that much further. I think it can make it to like here. Alaric, I need a D10. You are the confused. That determines how you can act. I'll repost it for you. 2 to 6. You don't move or take actions this turn. However, you do bust out of it at the end of your turn.
Nice.
Thanks for the mental break. I appreciated
Mhm.
that.
Eric, I have a question.
Yep.
I'm sorry to interrupt.
Good.
Are they attacking with magical weapons?
That's a good question.
Because the earth elemental has damage resistance.
The DM says yes. Yes, they
I
were.
don't think
Yes,
most.
all of a sudden.
I don't think most enemy creatures have magic weapons, so no.
Unless it says so specifically. in
Yeah,
your
unless it
spell
says
block.
specifically,
You're right.
yeah.
It's really
Okay.
rare.
Yeah. Wow.
So-
Straight up. Yeah. You're a barbarian.
Yeah.
So we essentially only take half of all that damage I dealt you, I think.
Okay, so I'll do the math on that. Sorry to interrupt your turn. Sorry.
Am I up? Okay.
Super tank mode. Yes.
I have one of these. I just finished my 2 Annihilation campaign, and I have one of these druids, and oh boy, I was annoyed with this. Just everything. I don't condition. I can't be exhausted. 4 billion hit points. Can change it 3 times per. Oh my god.
Yeah, it's pretty great.
Thank God it's over, and I can't kill her anymore. Okay, so I'll stand right here.
That's why I don't
So-
feel bad about dealing literally any damage to Dory. Her character, she can take
Do
so
a
much.
little owl flyby, and a attack with advantage because I have help. That's need to hit, I assume.
Yes.
Okay.
We're all blasting for
Okay.
a lot of attacks.
A toss on a trip strike, trip attack on that. Another 1 damage. Okay, so 14 damage, and then I need a. Oops, nope. Here we go. Strength saving throw.
Strength. They also don't look very strong.
DC.
Nope.
DC whatever. It
Oh,
is
no.
prone. Okay. Okay. Question. Sorry. Quick question. In this campaign, are we doing the whole super short rests?
Yes. Yeah, like 5-minute short rest. Yeah.
It was super likely we're going to short rest after this.
That's up to your team, but I
know
will
I'm doing
say
this.
I will say that we've been
This is
doing short rest. Yes.
Okay. Just makes me wonder if I should action surge or not, which I guess I will. Good. So do it again. Slave. Manage. 27 to hit.
Yeah.
13 damage. Tell me when he's dead.
Is it? That'd be a good soundbite. What's the? Do you have to do a maneuver to use the dice, or do you just get to use the dice as damage?
Oh, sorry, I shouldn't have rolled superior dice. I had that
Yeah.
triggered. Ignore that, just the 9.
Okay,
My
gotcha.
bad.
I will say it is bloodied now. It is not
Okay.
dead.
I got 2 more. 25 to hit.
25 will hit. Oh my
15
gosh.
slashing.
Jeez. All right.
Outstanding,
It's
I assume.
looking pretty bad.
Oops, sorry, I clicked. I didn't want to click that.
I just assumed I hit again.
16 to hit.
16 does not actually.
Oh, boo.
Even if he's on the ground, he's still rolling around.
Then I'm gonna do what I do in Baldur's Gate with Lae'zel and just kind of do a little hoppy hop. Bing. Okay, end of turn.
Playing zone defense.
Yep.
All right, Millie.
Okay, so the one
Alaric
right
just calls out
here,
and says, "Hold him."
Yeah, this
the
guy's
one
lying
right
down
here
nice
is
and
on the
easy for
ground.
you.
Oh,
Yep.
that is great news.
That is.
Millie's
We
going
gotta
to
be
look at
side
him
by
and
side for
say,
this whole campaign.
Millie looks down at the enemy and says, "Well, you are on your back now, buddy, and that means that you're going to be getting the old knuckle sandwich." And she actually runs. Let's see, can they do reactions while prone? First of all,
I think so. I don't.
Yeah, you can take reactions unless there's something that, like a magical thing that stops it.
Yeah.
okay. So what she's going to do is she's going to. Oh, now I see the earth elemental right there.
There's
Okay.
an elemental here, guys.
Hilarious.
Instead of what she was going to do, now Millie's going to run up the side of the earth elemental Dory, kind of run straight up, and then jump off the top of Dory, giving like kind of a. She goes like this and taps her elbow first before she comes crashing down on the throat of the guy at the ground.
Get all
People's
WWE
elbow.
in here. Yep.
So she is going to
I
do an
tossed her
unarmed
up for a
strike.
little extra flare and height.
I
Give her a
love
little
it.
boost as she runs up.
Yeah.
And
Sounds
Millie's
like the
going to
deal for
strike
cinematic
down.
advantage, Eric.
Well, they already have
Oh, wait.
advantage because he's prone. So, but I do like the
Oh.
added flavor for sure.
I'll roll again
Double
then because it
advantage.
was with
Yeah.
advantage.
Super advantage.
22.
Definitely a hit. Yeah.
So she is going to do 6 damage there. And then she's going to take her second. No, she's going to use the longsword again. She's going to pull out her longsword and strike with a 23. Oh, I didn't put in
Keep rolling.
25.
Just keep going. Up.
With another 7. And then she's going to do one more key point to do a flurry of blows.
It's just an anime
And-
scene where it's like it's slowed down and it's just like pummeling while you're still like in the
She
air
does
coming down.
So one attack there is another 6. And last but not least, she gets one more. And this one will actually click the advantage. A 19, her lowest
Yes.
roll of the whole bunch.
Yeah, it's
And-
still hitting.
She will do another 6.
All right, with all of those final attacks, the last one finally just crunch gets that nice slow-mo effect as its just face is absolutely pulverized into the ground.
And she just kind of like goes like this one time and then kicks up dirt on the dead opponent.
The crowd goes wild. The one to the south
Oh,
is just
done with the
giggling
turn.
incessantly.
Oh, it's weaker. Oh, where's weaker?
Crisper's trying to cut you off a little bit.
Io elemental.
Okay. I am prone, so I'm not going to bother to stand up. I'm going to actually curl myself into a boulder ball, and I'm going to bowl myself down.
Have you seen Inside Out too?
Oh. No.
Okay. There's a funny reference to somebody curling themselves into a ball and like doing an attack form.
Oh God.
You need to see that movie. It's really good.
I will definitely check it out. I'm gonna come down here and basically just try to like roll on top of this guy while doing my 2 slam attacks.
Okay. So picture the
Oh my God, I can't hit anything.
You've got Bardic Inspiration.
Metroid games. Do the little ball.
Oh, what's the Bardic Inspiration?
D8. I might be
D8?
short. I'm looking it up right now. D10.
D10. All right, I will roll that D10. Was a 22 hit.
Indeed.
All right, that's going to be 13 bludgeoning on the first attack. And we'll come down with the other fist for dirty 20.
Just had to prime the pump.
That's right.
Yeah.
And another 10 bludgeoning on top of that.
Oh boy.
Ah, the rocks hurt. Hey, the rocks attacking us. What rocks?
It is still up and still not quite bloody. You guys actually focused pretty much most of your attacks on the other one. How long does the frightened thing last from the maneuver? From the Battle Master thing?
How long does what last?
The frightened
Your menacing attack
Yeah.
Oh,
until the end of your next turn is what it says.
till the end of my next turn.
Okay.
No, that can't be right.
It says until the end of your next turn.
Awesome.
And
Although I did that as a reaction, and then went afterwards, so it's gone.
I was just thinking, yeah, it's
Right?
actually expired because you've gone. Yeah, you went before, so it should be gone now. Okay. So it will dance its way.
Is that one dead?
Yeah. Oh yeah, my bad. That one's. What am I doing? Yeah, that one's dead. It's Bahn's turn next. Sorry.
Acting from beyond the grave.
God. Yeah.
Mm,
That one's dead.
You're ugly too. And I'll just cast Vicious Mockery again.
Oh, my wisdom. I had my one good roll.
A whole 5 psychic damage.
Ow.
I'll give a bardic inspiration to. I don't need to give it to Zaberi or Millie. I'm gonna give one to Alaric.
Advantage on the next attack roll it makes.
Yeah.
Don't screw it up.
Yeah. Okay, it knows Zaberi now. That's a problem. You already made the save against the dance. Damn, you got it stuck in a bad spot here. It will go a little bit away from Zaberi and work on the Earth Elemental. Has
Did it use its special thing first?
On the first one.
Does it use its special thing to run away? It's within my range.
Oh, you're right. So it would have to use its disengage. Yeah, it will do that.
It would know that. So
Yeah, it would. That's why it was moving away from you too. So it'll use its disengage to move away from you. Bonus action disengage, and then it will attack. So first attack is with disadvantage to the dagger, which is not going to hit. 18 against the Earth Elemental.
That hits.
Fortunately, they can get its sneak attack again, and a 10 misses. Oh no, its streak's been broken. Like, ow! And it starts yelling at its knife.
Stupid, stupid, stupid. Get a rock.
Alaric.
Okay. He got just out of biting range, unfortunately.
Hmm.
Moving down here next to Io. Can't quite get a bite off, so just reach out and give him a little spectral touch there.
21 does hit. Jeez. 14.
14 points.
Nice.
Product damage. It just shivers. Like,
That tickles.
And now there's a basically a skeletal hand wrapped around his throat. You get to see the nice black tendrils moving up and down his neck.
Mm-hmm. Looking bloodied now, Zaberi.
alrighty. Step and say hippie hop. Little owl strafe. I realized I forgot to actually do my bonus action butt end attack last time, but let's try it this time. Okay, so normal. Oh, advantage this time. 25 to hit.
Yes.
Slave. Let's back on a trip. You going nowhere. No, again with the 1. I need strength saving throw.
It's not very strong. It's a pretty good roll. What's your DC?
Oh shit, I'm not sure. Someone help me out. It is like a spell DC using my strength, so it's like 8 plus
8
proficiency
plus-
is 3.
Probably.
11 plus 5, so it's 16, so meets it, beats it.
Okay.
Okay. Fine.
Ah.
Again, not an advantage. 29 to hit,
Oh my gosh. Yes.
9 damage.
Still up, but looking pretty bad. It's spitting blood.
You what? Okay, and then butt end. is normal. 2, 3, 4, 10.
Okay, it's still alive, but it's looking real nasty.
So you should refund the all 5 psychic damage I did to it, because I'm still confused. And I rolled an 8. There was nobody around me for me to have attacked.
Oh, right. Thank you. We all forgot about that.
Yeah, I'm sorry. And my wisdom saving throw is a 12.
Still confused.
So I'm
Okay.
still
I just totally blew right past that,
apologize.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah, you still got a little bit of drool coming out of your mouth. All right, Millie. This one is looking real nasty, though, after the recent assault.
She yells to the rest of the group, "This last one's for questioning, right? Anyone question this guy afterwards, or is it okay if I just..."
No answers, only stabs.
DM says no. I want to do this voice
So-
all night.
That's right.
Uh,
Yeah, you want
So
to
this one's
question
for
somebody with that
questioning.
voice? Come on now.
I don't want to listen to this voice all night. Let's just kill it.
Well, fine. If we don't need to keep this one alive, I guess I can take it out. So, what she does is she pulls out her bow, actually. I can just barely see the guy right here, it looks like, right?
Yes.
Okay.
You're really getting the mood
So
lighting
she's
effect, aren't you?
She's going to use her bow this time instead. And let's see.
Isn't there like a big
Bow.
boulder in front of it?
Yeah.
I guess we're not doing
she-
not doing cover in this.
She's going to say, "They don't call me Bullseye Millie for nothing." And she takes out her bow and shoots. Oh, that was not supposed to be advantage. Sorry
14
about that.
Doesn't quite hit bullseye, Millie.
Okay, maybe I'm a little out of
Not quite
practice. Let's try
bullseye.
this again. And now she's really pissed off at this point, and she takes another shot.
24 does
24.
hit. Yeah.
And let's see, that should do 7, except let me just make sure I use this.
Except I used my
Turn,
fireball
make a
arrow.
ranged attack. Here it is. With a ranged attack using a Kensei weapon, which is her longbow, she does an additional 1d4 damage of the weapon's type. So I guess that's this one. Did that roll? Or no? That one.
There you go.
So 9 damage on that one. And
Okay.
is it dead yet?
Not quite. Ah! And you have that arrow singing. It's like, it's like trying to laugh.
Now
at once.
she's going to go, "Oh, fudge to this." And she's going to throw down her bow at that point, and she's going to run up to the guy and use Flurry of Blows. So she's going to run there. It was extra 5 movement to go through someone else, right?
Yes.
So with Flurry of Blows, she is going to do 2 unarmed strikes.
Second one hits.
With the 16, she's going to use another key point to do the focused aim. There you go. She's going to use 2 key points to get up to 18 on that. So 2 successful hits.
Yep.
And bonus damage for the tattoos, 1 and 2. She does a total of 15 more damage.
All right. Finally, with your just rage-fueled annoyance, you run up and give it a 1-2 punch, and it finally stops cackling as the second punch just crunches its nose into its face, goes, and then just falls backwards.
And she's going to spit on the corpse.
It went from, do we need to question these guys, to spitting on corpses. There's no in between. Poor Bahn. Somebody snap Bahn out of it. You have to wait a minute for Bahn to regain his senses.
He's still.
Oh,
he's just like,
I'm gonna go up and give him a good slap, knowing this is like a little bit column A, column B.
Mm-hmm.
roll a d4.
do the damage.
Plus,
Yeah.
I don't think you want me to add strength to this.
Yeah, no, go ahead.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. Wow. Oh, what was that for? I haven't said anything mean in a while.
So that sign said we had to find 3 things or
Like
kill 3
like a-
things. I'm a little foggy
like a-
on what that was. Got a little
like a
confused there for a
dust.
minute.
Yeah. We'll post it here. It said, find the hidden prizes 3.
Well, Alaric asks that. Millie's rummaging through their pockets to see if they have anything. If they don't have anything, she's going to say something. Well, do they have anything?
Only what they are armed with, which was a dagger. They actually did each have a crossbow, a light crossbow, that they didn't bother using.
She's going to hold up the crossbows and say, maybe it's these crossbows that we need.
Bond's gonna pick up Millie's longbow that she dropped, and he's gonna start like, is that water on the side of the map?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna start like poking into the water, see if there's anything in there with her longbow.
Yeah. You definitely get the smell of a dank wetness throughout this cave. It just feels like there's a lot of water around the area. And the cave does appear to continue to the south. I kind of had to do a little DM like pause for effect so you guys wouldn't see necessarily too far during that fight. But if you all are ready to move on to the southern area, the cavern does extend.
Would like to search the fungi in case they were guarding something.
Yeah, you can search around and make sure you see if you can detect any more of the hiding Darrow or anything else. Give me a perception check. 20 is quite good. You look around these toadstool areas and don't see anything of note, but you do note that a lot of these areas would be prime opportunity for those little bastards to be able to hide. They were just built for obviously hiding and moving around very quickly and efficiently. And you can see more of these clusters like throughout the cave. Some of them are purple and glowing, others are not.
What can I roll to see if the fungus might be like poisonous or dangerous or something? Bond's thought is that what if we like took one off, would it stop glowing? And what if we just attached it to the earth elemental IO?
Give me a nature check.
Do you want to do that just to light me up, or are you worried about the fact that I can't see?
It's Bahn was watching Millie like kind of just like squint into the darkness. So it's both of you essentially. And
If I
Zaberi,
say Earth
actually,
Elemental, I can see.
well, that's what I was thinking, was that I think Earth Elemental, but he's more concerned about Zaberi than any of you.
Does that update your token, or do I have to update your token? I didn't know it could do that. You said the Earth Elemental has dark vision?
Yeah, I have dark vision out to 60 and tremor sense for 60 feet as well.
Oh, okay. I don't... Do you see that right now, or no? Do I need to do that? I don't know
I'm
if-
good. I can see.
Okay.
If with a 6, Bond wouldn't know the difference, so he'll just go ahead and try to cut one and see if it stays bioluminescent or not.
Okay. You cut one, and it does stay glowing, but it looks like it fades a little bit.
Yeah.
So you imagine it would lose its glow after a certain time.
Yeah.
Do
So
you
I'm just,
think the
Millie-
hidden prizes could be in them?
whoa, big guy. Probably not.
The gem that Alaric gave Millie, she's going to finally pull that out again, and she's going to say, "Well, I don't want to get attacked again by things hiding in the shadows." And she's going to cast her new spell, and she is going to have a familiar. I haven't updated it yet. But yeah, she's casting Find Familiar to bring out her Raven familiar named Prince Nathan. He's a chubby little raven. And she's going to turn on the gem and give it to Prince Nathan to hold in his claws and fly around with it while it's lit up.
I have a raven. I don't remember if you sent me a token for that or not, but I totally did not do anything with it if you did.
What's Zaberi's owl's name?
Sorry, multiple owls. This one is Mubo.
That's right. What'd you say, Prince? Never mind. I was about to Prince
It's Nathan.
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 Prince Nathan. She calls him Nate for short. Just kind of, she calls him, "Oh, get a move on, Nate. You're always lazy. Such a little tubby guy." And so Nate flies ahead with the gem.
Alaric looks on it in awe and wonder at this new raven.
Symbol of Wotan, right?
Mm-hmm. I have a raven charm myself, so.
I'm something of a raven fan myself.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And so the raven helps light up this area, and you can see that the cavern does open up further as I beckon you all forward to the south, unless you all want to stay and do anything else.
Right.
I'm going to
Thankfully-
take that mushroom. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Jason.
I just wanted to ask about. I'm still a little confused with the lighting situation. So if we don't have dark vision right now, we have no sight.
The only sight you
For
have
the 5 foot?
without the dark vision is whatever you see from the glowing mushrooms. And then
Okay.
this raven now has a gem of brightness clutched in its hands, and the gem of brightness should be giving off a huge amount of light for all of you. However, there is dynamic lighting stopping you from looking further down here for the moment. But I will extend that soon.
I'm just wondering if I need to be casting light to be able to see. I can only see like 3 squares right now.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I've got. You should be able to see it very well until you get to like here, and then I'll be lifting that up pretty soon. But right now, the raven really gives a ton of light for everybody. So.
Okay, just because when we started this map, I had like only 5 foot. And
Yes.
it's like now I can't. Okay.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Io is going to reach down with her big boulder hand and take that mushroom from Bahn.
Yeah.
And then you're going to see her meld down into the floor. And all you're going to see is this mushroom sticking up out of the ground. And I'm going to kind of swim through the dirt. And I'm going to move myself ahead. So the mushroom is what you guys can
Like a
use to kind of
snorkel.
track where I am, like a snorkel. And I want to, since I'm inconspicuous and part of the earth, I want to kind of move ahead and scout for the group.
Because when you post do you have a certain earth movement like ability?
Yeah, it's called Earth Glide.
Yeah, put that in the. Thank you.
Yep.
Non-magical, unworked earth and stone while doing solar metal doesn't disturb the material. So that's the key. Yeah, the fact that you're not really tunneling, you're like magically just shifting through the ground like a ghost, basically.
Yep.
So yeah, I'd say that's pretty effective. I would probably have you roll a stealth check with advantage still, but yeah, obviously somebody would have to really be paying attention to like that glowing mushroom's moving.
Bahn watches it and is like, "I'm so smart."
Yeah.
In your head,
Millie's going to say,
yes.
Millie is going to just say, Reminds me of that trip that I had one time when I was eating things back in college. Oh, that was fun old times.
Mushrooms were just moving on their own. I'll give you a point of inspiration for the clever use of Earth Glide and
Thank you.
Glowing Mushroom. All right, so yeah, you can be gliding ahead, seemingly under the ground. So as you all move south, now lit by various means, you can see as it extends quite a bit further. To the south, a pair of heavily armed Darrow warriors stand guard in front of a pond, glowering at you all imperiously. To the southeast, an oddly colored pond gives off a strange odor. And further to the east, you see that the cavern narrows into a smaller cavern beyond that. The cavern narrows to a tunnel, and that tunnel leads to a smaller cavern.
If standing on guard, like with their spears in the air, kind of like not attacking and just sort of standing on guard.
They're not attacking. They're definitely looking at you all. And as you approach a bit, one of them just calls out and says,
Leave this cave. This is your only warning.
The other ones didn't listen to us, but Gorlu sent us. We're here to speak with order.
Have to get through us and find the secret prizes. Shut up! Shut up about the prizes! You always tell everybody about the prizes! Oh, they already know about the prizes. Yeah, because you told them! Don't do this in front of them!
Girls, you're both pretty. So, what is it that we're looking for?
No talking. You leaving, or we forced to destroy you.
Can I roll something to see if I can tell whether the smell's like acidic from the pond or something? Or is it just like sulfuric?
yeah, give me a... You can do nature or investigation.
No, the same. 18.
That particular pond is clear, and you see a very nice looking sword at the bottom of this 10-foot pond. But you can smell that it doesn't smell like water. It does smell like it's some sort of like acid or other toxin.
Okay. Bahn will say, why are you guys so crazy?
One of them says,
Crazy, crazy, we'll show you crazy.
and I'm gonna do one thing and then we're gonna roll initiative. But I'm gonna let myself do this as a TM, and one of them is gonna look at you when it shouts that, Bahn, and targets you with its infectious insanity.
Great. Yes. This is
As it magically assaults your mind and forces a wisdom saving throw. Essentially the same thing as the other ability, but a lower DC, I think.
14.
Oh, you made that one,
barely
though.
saved.
All right, let us roll for initiative.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
Would Bahn have communicated that information telepathically to us?
Not yet.
Or okay,
Yeah,
because
I'm
I'm
not trying
still
to
on
be
the ground.
You are.
selfish. Yeah.
You have tremor sense. Everybody look up and see what tremor sense does again. I don't remember. I don't have a whole lot of player characters with tremor sense, I'll be honest.
It lets you feel things that are near you without being able to see them.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know the location of things within 60, whatever your range is.
Yeah, I'm trying to determine if you would be able to sense. The only tricky thing is they haven't moved this whole time, right? So I don't know if you would like. Okay, pinpoint the origin of vibrations in a specific radius, provided the monster and the source of vibrations are in contact. So,
Heartbeat.
well, the
Pretty
origin of
Dead
vibrations.
down here.
Yeah.
Vibrations.
So at the moment, I would argue that they don't see you in the ground, but also I don't think you have sensed that there's a threat yet. What you've probably felt is that your entire party has stopped. But beyond that, you would still need some kind of communication. But I will let you go ahead and roll initiative for the purposes of this, because I assume somebody can just yell out to you in terms of you all have like the earpiece thing where you can communicate with each other.
Oh, hang on. I gotta re-roll initiative. That it's not rolling mine. It's sorry. Do.
Wait, doesn't it do the physical stuff?
Initiative is supposed to be
Dexterity.
It's Dex, which is the physical attributes. It's
Yeah,
the
because I think your
monsters thing.
strength,
is
dex,
that-
and con
okay.
should be your shape
Okay,
form,
okay,
and then
okay,
your
okay.
mental ones are the other ones. Yeah, so dex should be the
Okay,
physical.
then put that back to
Let's not do that
2.08.
impressive
I can do
4.
that.
Let's stick with your 2.
Yeah.
instead.
Let me fix that crappy roll.
Slow down there, Io.
All right. Which tracks? I'm in the ground.
Yeah,
Makes sense.
Yep. All right.
Roll off.
Yeah, or you guys can
order.
you guys can decide. It's pretty rare we get a. God, I can't remember last time we had a tie in this whole campaign.
Yeah. Bahn says, "Io, there's 2 things in front of us," and he says this out loud. Push him in the water. And he'll say, "But don't hit me."
These are my
Yeah.
footsteps. Pat, 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 pat.
Follow my voice.
Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and just try to hit him with my rapier.
Oh, you did get a touch of the
24.
infectious insanity. 24 does
24.
hit.
So I'm gonna use my psychic blades.
Holy crap on a cracker.
To more damage. What is it, 28?
28 damage. As a result of that, you really thrust that into the Darrow side. He gives off a gasp, and then he sort of grins and says, haven't felt like that in a long time. And he reaches out as a reaction
No.
and does
No.
hellish rebuke on you as he like conjures up flames from his
Dex
hand. Dex save,
No,
yeah.
I don't.
Ooh, and the natty one.
That one for 10.
He did it at a second level, which was a 3d10 for 24 fire damage.
It burns. Alaric, save me.
That was a lot of damage back and forth that he just did. Yeah, Alaric.
Okay. Seeing Bahn get literally lit up,
Mm-hmm.
Alaric will run up next to him. And right there. And even through the ghoul disguise, he will pop fangs and just lay into this thing.
27 does hit. For a lot of dice. Good lord.
12 points
24.
of biting damage.
Oh no, that's healing.
Uh-huh.
Ah.
Wait,
Wait,
so
what
is that
happens? Can
12
click-
damage and you heal 12?
If I had taken damage, I get 12 temporary hit points.
Bite attack, racial trait. You can add your spell better, temporary hit points. You get a human target. You gain 1d4 temporary hit points to the start of your turn. Spells damage increased by 1d8 when you reach 5th level. Yeah, you just rolled really good. 2d8. Jeez. Yeah, you're already at full health. Yeah, 12 damage. He gasps again. Alas, he has
And
no
2
more
temporary hit points.
reactions.
Does you regain a d4 temporary hit points? How did you regain 2d8 temporary hit points?
I didn't put that code in. It came with the...
Weird.
When you hit 5th level, it goes up. Oh, that's damage.
Yeah, not the rebuild. It says he rolled 2d8 in the thing, but the thing says d4.
Yeah, he's
I'm
not...
not trying to
he's
nerf
not
your character.
No, he's not immobilized. I'm not taking the healing. If he was grappled or immobilized or something, I do get healing because I'm a dhampir. But he's not immobilized, so that doesn't fire. That's why I was trying to say earlier, someone hold him.
Oh, literally hold him. Hold him down.
Uh-huh. And I'd take a bite out of crime, but so Bahn gets burnt and Alaric runs up and just grabs a hold of this guy and sinks his teeth into his neck.
Yeah, and unfortunately, there's no more reactions to burn with. It's actually his turn left. Okay. Now he's got
Pot
two
says,
people.
I'll go down.
He will, as a bonus action, imbue his... What does he have? A scimitar with wrathful energy as he moves to attack Alaric, who came up and bit him. Let's do... So next time you hit with a melee attack, your attack is an extra 1d6 psychic damage if he hits. So let's try and do Alaric with a scimitar. How about a 20?
Will hit.
So we'll do 10 slashing and 11 necrotic plus... I guess I rolled it earlier. The 5 psychic damage. And you must make a wisdom save or be frightened. DC 13.
26. 26.
Just all that energy. Ooh, you are not frightened though.
You're dealing necrotic damage, I'm okay.
Mm-hmm. He'll do one more attack, but not with the Wrathful Smite on anymore. And I don't think a 14 is going to do it.
Shadow anti-paladin.
Yeah. Paladin. Kobold Press knows. It's like, all right, to make good enemies, we're just going to make them like player characters, basically. That's how we're doing it now. This one will look back at... Ooh, actually, I could do either one. Let's do... You know what? We'll make it... It's a target-rich environment. We'll just choose somebody. Alaric, all right. Will whisper some words and target you, Alaric. This is a charming effect. I don't know if you have anything against that.
He's not undead, so I don't think...
Okay.
Oh no, Crown of Madness.
Yeah, it's going to try to hit you with the Crown of Madness.
Yeah, I have some resistance to things if he's undead, but he's not.
He's not undead, yeah. DC 13 Wisdom saving throw.
Oh no.
Do I still have that Bardic Inspiration from last fight?
So I took off my marker because I don't know how much time it took for us to get down here. Bardic Inspirations only last 10 minutes.
But
Last fight?
The last fight.
So I had given it to him after giving it to Io. I had given Alaric a Bardic Inspiration, but I didn't know if it was still active or not. Either.
How long is the last 10 minutes?
They last 10 minutes.
If you gave it to him, that's right. You did give it to it. Yeah, at the end of the fight, you guys didn't short rest or anything. So yeah, I'll let you still have it.
It's a D10.
Yes.
Nice.
That's a 22.
All right. Feeling inspired by Bahn, you shake off the effects of that madness.
I'm already crazy enough, thank you.
That's all it does with its action. I'll take a few steps back. Zaberi.
Ooh.
Run away. Okay. Finish.
You know, that's an interesting thing with Roll20, because the inspiration does specifically say it can wait until after it rolls a d20 before deciding to use the inspiration dice, but must decide before the DM says whether the roll succeeds or fails. And when we post the stuff in... Anyway, it's
I could choose to hide more things than I do, I guess, if I wanted to,
There's a few things that like shield is sort of like the same way. Because you see a number right away when we play on Roll20, but in the game you just say like, yeah. I usually like bend that to benefit the players, like make the choice, like.
Yeah.
But, okay, so 26 to hit. I'm gonna assume hit.
Sure. These guys do have armor and shield, but yeah, 26 will hit everything.
Let's. I'm gonna attack on a D8. Go for a trip. Can you get a strength save, please? There's some more damage.
Strength save. These guys are a bit stronger. How much was the damage?
Sure.
17?
Yep.
Okay.
Do it again.
Definitely doing some serious damage, though, between Bahn, Alaric, and now Zaberi. This anti-paladin is really looking bad.
28?
Yep.
28 to hit for 15. Oof.
Oh my goodness sakes. Right. Yeah, just spitting up blood now. Just.
Yeah. How much blood can it?
Enough. Yes.
How much blood can a Dwergar split if Dwergar could spit blood? Quite a bit.
Oh, the legally distinct Darrow, I assure you.
Oh, sorry, Darrow.
Butt end with a 9. He literally says that, and you just reach out and crack him with the back end of the glaive, and it just snaps his head up, and he just falls over backwards. Kronk.
Okay. Space it with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And done.
When it dies, I'm going to use my reaction to capture its shadow.
Oh. We haven't seen that one in a while.
Yeah.
Simply capture the shadow, which you can use to like appears.
Yeah. But in the meantime, I just kind of like hold the shadow with me.
You can have so many personas.
Yeah.
Just built up. Alright, Millie.
Okay, so Millie is going to see what has been going on, and she is going to just run full tilt at the guy down there. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. She's going to run all the way in back of him. And she's going to start attacking with some... this time first, she's going to attack with her longsword. And she's going to add on a total of 3 key points onto that to add a +6. So does a 17 hit?
It does not.
Ooh.
It does not.
Okay.
He's got breastplate and shield.
Okay. So Millie's going to say, oh, so you're a little bit beefier than I thought. And she's going to take another swing at him. Does 28 hit?
The natty 20. Yes, indeed, smartass.
And with that,
20.
she is going to add on the Deft Strike to that too. I think she can use that. I don't know. Or is that just Kensei weapons?
Unload all the dice.
Just have to see if I can. Nope, that's only Kensei weapons. So she's going to just use normal Monk Strike on that. Eldritch Claw Tattoo. 13 damage.
Okay, you do get to roll on the massive damage table.
Oh yeah.
This might be a
Forgot
first
about
for
that.
you, but yeah, it's a macro. There you go. You're already on top of it.
Oh,
Knocked prone.
that's nice.
Yeah.
So with him knocked prone now, I'm going to use one more key point to do 2 unarmed strikes.
While you do that, he is going to reach up and do that hellish rebuke since you damaged him and have channel that fire damage. And
got it.
force you to make a dex save.
Okay.
I rolled way worse damage though. Jeez, 9.
Oh, I put that advantage. It's not supposed to be an advantage.
Okay.
So,
DC 13.
12.
Yeah. So you take 9 fire
Okay.
damage.
9 fire damage, but I have that's a dex save, right?
That's true. It is a dex save, yeah.
So let's see, what is that called? Evasion. So she takes half damage.
Yeah.
That's 5
area
or 4.
effects, though.
Oh, I'm not an area effects.
I mean, I don't know. Is Hellish Rebuke a...
That is a-
That's an interesting
That's weird.
interpretation. The first one does make it. The first sentence makes it sound like it's an AOE. The second sentence, though, just says when you're subjected to an effect that allows you to make a dex save to take only half damage.
Area effect would have like an area in the description of the attack, I believe. Like it would say area 10 feet.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
Is evasion really
It's
only
almost
supposed to
like
be for
Weird though.
AOEs, though?
I've always ruled it. It's not AOE. It's
just
anything
any
that gives you a
dex.
dex save.
That's I think.
I've
that's what we've
always
done
read the
too.
first sentence as flavor text.
Flavor, yeah. That's how I've always run it, but honestly, this is one thing I'd have to ask the chat about.
Oh.
I would have to differ. I would go ahead and rule it like how we've done it in the past, which is just all deck saves can trigger evasion. But you make a really interesting point, Jason, that I haven't thought of before, which is maybe it's supposed to be specifically AOEs.
If I was the DM here,
Yeah.
I would argue for area effects.
You'd argue
I'm not
okay.
the DM,
Yeah.
so
No, it's interesting. You
screw
put
that noise.
you planted that seed in my mind, but for now we're gonna go with any deck save is fine for evasion.
Okay, so is that 5 or 4? That we take.
4,
Okay.
I think.
And then this, see, I get to do 2 more. Sorry, I'm doing math. My math is not working right now. So I'm going to do 2 more unarmed strikes. 1 and 2, because he's at prone. And 1 and 2.
17 does
So-
not hit, but the 21 does hit.
Got it. Okay, so 6 damage. And she is done with her turn then, I think. She's just going to kind of kick him in the shin with that last 21. And yeah,
All right, Io in the ground.
All right. I'm going to move here and then here. I have a 10-foot reach. So I'm going to move myself there. And then he's still prone, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna come up and you're just gonna see these 2 fists. I'm not even gonna fully emerge out of the ground. You're just gonna see 2 fists come up and boom, boom, with advantage, right?
Yes.
Okay.
On like Sandman.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep, basically, yeah. Oh, jeez. Terrible attack. 13. How bad is this one looking?
hadn't been attacked until Millie just attacked, but Millie did do a pretty good amount of damage, so I would say he's not quite bloodied yet. But you do note they don't seem to be actually as hardy as the scrawnier ones, oddly.
Okay. I'll tell you my second.
No! Boy, look at this. This dude is
alright.
just feeling it. Oh my gosh. 25 damage. Ow.
25 damage.
Well, now he's bloodied.
And,
With that massive damage.
okay. And then I'm going to
Roll on that massive damage table too.
oh, that's right. Where are you? There we go.
Oh, he's
Prone,
so
already
prone.
prone.
He's just so prone.
Dang it.
Like half the ones are prone, I think.
And I'm gonna stay right there.
All right, Bahn.
It didn't have to end this way. We just wanted some information. But then you just couldn't help yourself.
I think Bahn did get a touch of the infectious insanity.
Advantage because I have blindsider.
Also, he's
And-
just super prone.
And he's prone.
Prone.
Super prone.
And more psychic blades.
My
24.
goodness, Bahn. You channel all of that energy and just psychically rack his brain while he's on the ground already. And at some point, while you're stabbing him and channeling that energy, he stops convulsing and just blood kind of dribbles out of his mouth.
For flavor, I don't know if I can do it or not, but like as he comes up and like does it, like the shadow over his back takes the Darrow's like face and it like comes through like Bahn's face for a second and then it reverts back to just Bahn instead of the Darrow's face as he's killing him.
It
And,
was psychic damage, I think, with that one.
Yeah. And
Alright.
when he's done, he'll say, oh, there's a sword in that stinky water. But it's not water.
And then when you glance over at this pond, it looks far larger. It looks like normal water. You see a lot of fish flitting around it, and you also see what appears to be a shield at the bottom of this pond. Before we get into that, though, let us take a break. We'll take a break for about 10 minutes, and then we will return to our exploration of this very packed, deadly Darrow cave. Alright. I believe we are coming back from our break. You all have taken out these Darrow warrior guards and are faced with two nearby ponds, one of them which Bahn has determined is not filled with water, but is some sort of toxic poison or acid, but has a nice looking sword resting at the bottom of it, 10 foot deep. And the other larger one here appears to be normal water, and you can see fish swimming around in it, and has a shield lying on the bottom, and this one's a bit deeper, I think about 20 feet deep.
Io, can you tremor sense anything in the water? Are there big vibrations?
Can I tremor sense anything in the
I
water?
wonder what happens if you try to move into water, or if it just blocks you like an invisible video game wall.
Or you just pop into
I-
it like if you stepped in?
Yeah, you just like materialize. Well, I mean, I don't know. You're not part. Is water not part of the earth?
How deep is it, did you say?
Only 20 feet.
So I could, in theory, go down below the water and just kind of be along the bottom of the lake or the pool, and then just kind of like emerge with the sword like straight up in the air.
That's true.
Something like that.
Yeah, it is. It appeared to be ground all the way on the bottom. Yeah.
Has Bond told the rest of us that he thinks that the smaller pool is acid yet?
I said it's there's a sword in the water, but it's not really water.
Millie's going to actually walk up to the smaller pool then, and she's
Oh.
going to put her finger into
It's
it.
filled with peach schnapps.
Bond says, "Wait, I've got an alchemist kit. We can probably see the pH level."
Fine,
What
I
is
won't put my
pH?
finger in this stuff then. And she walks away all
I
pissed
figured.
off.
I figured he says that after you dipped your finger in, is what I figured.
Oh, okay, then yeah, she dips her finger in, sees what it is.
Okay, that's how you test it. When you dip your hand into the strange liquid, make a Constitution saving throw, please, as it immediately begins to burn upon contact.
Dang.
Is that a good save?
It's a pretty good
Oh.
save.
Still have an advantage.
I'm actually gonna hide this. We'll see, and I'll tell you how much damage you take because you made the save.
Oh boy.
You take 10 poison damage.
She's immune to poison.
You take
So she
no
just-
damage, but you can. I imagine you would still be able to tell that it's like, oh, this is gonna burn skin.
She's gonna say,
Icy water.
it's just poison, no big deal, and she's gonna dive right in and go down into the water.
I love the poison. Yep, nothing happens to you as you dive into the poisonous water.
She's like doing the backstroke and stuff like that in the pool, and she gets out and
Roll.
dries herself off a little bit.
Well, I did mention there was a sword resting at the bottom. Also, make a perception check while you're swimming in the poison water.
Oh, perception, no problem.
Okay.
So-
In addition to a very nice looking sword at the bottom of the pool, you also notice a pair of very valuable rubies.
She's gonna grab all three of those things and surface.
Okay. The sword does appear magical.
Goes, oh, this is rather nice. Is it a long sword or a short sword, by the way?
What do you use?
She uses the long sword.
Long sword it is.
Yeah, she picks it up. She starts twirling it around a few times and goes, "Ooh, I really like this. Nice balance on it."
I hope it's cursed.
But I hope you're cursed, okay?
Since the day I was born. I do believe this one. Yeah, this one would take a short rest to. It's an attuned item, so you can still wield it, but it would require attunement to be able to fully unlock its properties, or I guess the identify spell or something.
Okay, she just kind of puts it aside. She's going to be using that in battle, but I don't know what it does. So, but yeah, she's going to use that.
Bahn would volunteer himself to take a short rest at some point.
Is Aya going to go for the shield then in the other pond?
Yeah, I will.
Okay. So
I will.
Good.
I was just gonna say I'll go down, glide down into the earth, and just kind of move myself into the pool, and just carry the shield up with me.
Okay. As soon as you emerge into the water, you can reach down and grab it, and similar to the sword, you notice this is a magic shield. This one, however, I think with non-attuned items, you can just kind of know what they are. I don't think it ever requires identify, at least how I've always ruled it. So this is just a +1 shield, which... However, when you emerge, I did mention there was fish in the water, and as you emerge from the ground into the water and grab the shield, you note that all these fish have teeth. And there are swarms of them.
That's okay. I'm
And
in the zone. They can bite into the rock.
They can bite into the rock. That's true. Well, let's roll initiative. We haven't done that in
Okay.
a while.
Piranha.
Mm-hmm. Let's see how quick.
Was it everybody roll initiative or just Io?
Let's do just us for now, and we'll see what Io does. Because right now you just kind of, it's hard, it's 20 feet deep. She's down there. Probably after this round, you'll be able to tell like all these fish are suddenly like viciously attacking, vicious fishes. But it looks like, yeah, a couple of them are going to be able to strike at Io first. They are not magical. However, I believe you are missing some of your hit points. So they got the blood frenzy. Now, I realize you do not technically have blood as an earth elemental, but it doesn't say you have to have blood to get the blood frenzy. It just says you have to be missing all of your hit points.
I don't have blood as a gearforged either.
Yeah, that's
but,
very true.
you know.
But I'm going to preempt this argument and say it doesn't matter. There's still a frenzy because you're damaged. So they will have advantage on this strike. I don't think 16 is going to hit, however.
Miss.
And then this one, same thing, advantage, strike. 13's not going to hit. And they're basically all swarming around you. However, then it is your turn.
I am going to consider them to be like little just gnats that are picking at me.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to ignore them.
Okay.
And I'm going to swim to the edge and get up out of the pool.
Okay.
And I know that they will all attack. That's fine.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm going to just clamor out.
Okay. So triggering attacks of opportunity from 6 swarms.
Yep.
All right.
I know we all want to see 6 attacks, but you
We
could
all
just
wanna-
disengage, right?
Yep.
You could
Disengage and
Sure.
go out.
Yeah, I could disengage.
Damn it,
Oh,
Jason.
it's fun though.
These are like the the fish that float around the sharks.
They're like little
go.
piranhas. They got
Yeah,
little
they're
teeth.
Piranhas. They're basically
No,
piranha.
No, I know.
Flippers.
But I'm saying as far as the way Io's viewing them,
Yeah.
it's more like a symbiotic. Like you're picking off the little bits of like
Yeah.
fungi that have been
Yep.
growing on me.
Yeah.
I just wanted to see her hit twice and just make fish paste
Mm-hmm.
when she.
I mean, I could have, but I kind of figure like they're not really worth my time.
It's fair.
So
Yeah, you were able to disengage and quickly get out of there with that maneuver. The fish swim around angrily.
I will, however, communicate to everyone not to go into that water.
There we go. Should
Yeah,
delete
the
those
very
first.
standing on the edge, like taking off her clothes for a bath. Oh, okay, I guess not.
It's
Fine.
like, damn it.
But I will move up here. Who in the group uses a shield? I didn't. Did you raise your hand, Stan?
Alaric does, yeah.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure my shield.
I think you have a +1 shield from forever
I
ago.
have. Yeah, my black shield.
What's this one look like?
It looks like not from the Darrow. They probably took it from somebody, but it's emblazoned with like a paw print on the front of it. Maybe it's like green colored.
It's got to go to the
I
druid, right?
will. I have a shield that I'm already using, so I will hand it to Alaric.
Wait, you don't want to give him the black shield?
Yep, that's what I mean.
I mean,
We're just seeing
In the
thematic.
moment, the paw print.
Fine.
Maybe it's better.
Let me
Maybe it's
think.
better that you guys have like the opposite for each other.
Yeah.
She is my sister, so you know
Keep each other in check.
So this is what my shield does. I'll just put it in the chat.
Oh, your shield does more stuff.
Yeah. So I get a +1 bonus to AC, and I have advantage on saving throws against effects that reduce hit point max, such as a Spectre's life drain or
Oh,
the harm
yeah.
spell.
I wouldn't want to give that up either.
Yeah. It's a little extra. If you guys do want to take a quick 5-minute short rest here, you absolutely can.
Yes, please.
Yeah. You can identify that sword.
Attune to it.
Yeah, the sword is a sword of life stealing. When you attack a creature with this magic weapon and roll a 20 on the attack roll, the target takes an extra 3d6 necrotic damage, provided the target isn't a construct or an undead, and you gain temporary hit points equal to the extra damage dealt.
Oh,
Dang.
that's nice.
What's
I'll
Millie's
put that in
alignment
my-
again?
She is chaotic neutral. No, sorry,
Oh,
chaotic good.
Oh, well, okay.
But
It's
also
fine.
spits on corpses.
It does
That's the
necrotic.
chaotic side
It's
of
a
it.
chaotic good, comma, but don't get on her bad side.
Did I already do the short rest button?
Alright, so we assume Millie is attuning to the sword.
Yeah. Let's see. And I'm gonna roll some hit dice here too.
So I would, if we're short resting, I would come out of Earth Elemental form.
Okay.
So I could talk to Alaric as me, knowing that he's been struggling a little bit. I'm gonna sit next to him while he's got this new shield, and I'm gonna say to him, I think you should carry this one as a reminder of what I represent. And then I will carry this one as a token of you. When you struggle, just grip the shield a little tighter.
Thank you. I like this very much. I'm just going to pulls it in, just holds it a little bit closer. Thank you. You have been very, very good to me for a very long time.
Oops.
I give you both inspiration. I think Io already has one, but
Yep.
Alaric, you can have inspiration.
Thank you, though.
Yep. And by the way, I assumed you kind of left your cadre of people kind of back at the entrance of this place. I don't want to have to track them coming through and dealing with all these NPCs, so I'm okay with leaving the folks back at the entrance to this thing.
Yeah, when they weren't on the map, I assume that's what was happening
Yeah.
too. Can I use my alchemist supplies to try to get like a vial or two of poison from that lake?
I like that idea. Might require a sleight of hand unless you want to argue a different tactic just to avoid spilling
yeah.
any, because you did see that just even sticking a proverbial toe into the water that Millie did already had to make a con save against it.
So I have alchemist supplies as a thing. I can query it, and so I'll do dexterity
Okay.
as a normal roll.
Oh, true. You can just roll the tool. Yeah.
So it rolls a 16. I guess maybe it's adding 4 for proficiency.
Sure. That's fine. And then 4 for dex. Yeah, that works for me. Okay. I'd say you are able to procure... What are you trying to make? Vials of poison, I guess?
Yeah. Just like 1 or 2.
Yeah. Well, roll me a 1d4 plus 1. You get a chance to get some more.
Mm,
All right.
exactly what I was looking for.
There you go.
Ask and ye shall receive.
Mm-hmm.
Just as they're finishing the short rest, Millie's going to go over towards the 2 bodies that they have there and look into the lake with all the fish and just start tossing them into the lake and say, well, these should take care of any of our evidence that we leave behind. This isn't my first rodeo, you know.
It's time to hide the bodies time.
Alaric starts singing Circle of Life.
You have a feeling this is not the first time that the Darrow have thrown bodies, including their own, into this fish pond, because the Equippers absolutely know what to do when you do that. They are satisfied. Yeah, you all have achieved 2 prizes so far.
Alaric now has a 19 AC.
Nice.
Is this a pillar here that's blocking line of sight?
Yes. Giant piece of the cave, I guess. There's kind of a cliff's edge right here.
I bonk my way into it and nothing's happening.
Yeah. The cave continues towards the east, and I mentioned the northeast has an additional tunnel that opens up into a smaller cave.
I'll go peek into that tunnel just to see if I can sense anything in there.
Okay. I realized you cast Detect Magic a long time ago, but I think you've been hit a couple times. We never bothered concentration. We've short rested, so I assume you'd have to cast it again if you want it to be on again.
Yeah, I would
Okay.
for ritual purposes while we were resting. Yeah. Yeah, up to 10 minutes. So.
Okay. You head to the northeast, and again, it's kind of a narrowed tunnel there, and it seems to end, or not end, but it opens up into another room that has what appears to be another body of water to the northeast. You can kind of see it just through that lit up purple mushrooms.
I will go to the water's edge and peer in.
As you make your way through the tunnel, Io, I'm gonna back you up a little bit here.
Mhm.
A magical web suddenly manifests all around you. And at the same time, a bolt of lightning strikes out, launching from this direction through this narrow tunnel. And a pair of cackling female Darrow emerge from invisibility that was triggering right when you made it to their edge. And see,
Anti-order is too good for the likes of you. Magic one.
back you up a little further.
So my detect magic didn't pick any of that up before I entered into there? Or?
I will.
That's fine if not. I just.
You're pretty. Let's see what the distance is. I will have you pick it up. We're gonna have everybody roll initiative. And it'll be basically a surprise round once again, where you are the only one not surprised. So we'll leave it up to the dice to see whether or not you can react before this happens. Essentially.
Okay.
It's like 5 initiatives in one game. We had two games
This
back
place
to
is
back with
this
no
place
fights.
is
Yeah.
fucking filthy with bad guys. It's crazy.
Crazy.
Yeah.
I had one good initiative, and now the rest of them are crap.
This will be the first time I don't go last.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, so they are okay. So they do both end up going before you. So you are basically detecting them, but they're able to just basically get the jump on you before you're able to kind of react to their. You can like basically see like some kind of magic in the distance, and right before you can like open your mouth, suddenly this web appears around you, which I'll have you make a save for that in a second, and then a lightning bolt comes tearing through, which is going to be their surprise round. So the first thing is the web spell, which I can't remember if that one doesn't actually trigger until you all take a turn yet. Starts its turn in the web or enters them. Must make a dex save. So yeah, the web appears, but technically I guess it doesn't affect you all until it's your turn. But then a lightning bolt comes streaking through, and this is just for Io and Zaberi, I guess. And then a lightning bolt comes streaking through, and that one does target both of you. Help if I open their character sheets up.
I just moved up to see what she was looking at. And
Yeah,
of course,
you
standing
fool.
right there.
That's what you get for backing up your teammates.
Yeah.
So we'll do a lightning bolt. There we go. So I need a dex save from Io and Zaberi.
Well, Ubo just so where's the actual line of attack? Because lightning bolt is a 5 foot, so I don't think it can hit both of us.
If I angle it correctly, it probably could.
Hmm.
It could
Straight
go
north of us.
Straight north, yeah.
Just keep moving the mouse until the red line matches up.
Yeah.
on those
Basically,
people.
yeah. That's what the players do, so that's what I'm going to do as the DM.
And it's 100 feet long, so it's going to hit more than us.
Alaric as well.
Oh, that's true. Thank you. I
Depending on
scrolled
where you
down
angle
now.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
What
Alaric,
does my inspiration
give me
do? Can I do
dex save.
can I do a reroll on inspiration? Is that what it is?
You know what's funny? I recently learned from the TNT 2024 video that apparently original inspiration is technically only giving you advantage on something. But the way we've always played it is it's a reroll. And in the video, they said, hey, yeah, everybody plays it as a reroll, so we're going to canonize that and basically make it so it's a reroll. So I don't plan on changing that rule. So
Okay.
yes, inspiration is just reroll on whatevs.
Ooh.
Look at this.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to change that at my table because we do a D6.
The DMG or the player's handbook says if you have inspiration, you can expend it when you make an attack roll, saving throw, or ability check, and it gives you advantage on the roll. Oh,
Right.
okay, never mind. Advantage, not reroll.
Yeah.
Right, that was the key difference. So a lot of times somebody would already
Choose
have
to do it before the roll.
somebody would have advantage on something, and they'd be like, "Oh, I want to use inspiration to basically essentially get a third roll," and technically that is not what you're supposed to do. But I don't think we've ever played it that way. I think we've always played it as just inspiration is a reroll. All right, so this is a half damage one, I think. Yeah. So Alaric with my damage is 24, so 12 lightning damage. Io 12 lightning damage, and Zaberi is 24 lightning damage.
I'm gonna indomitable that for a reroll. Not sure why I'm doing this. Let me do it.
You're technically surprised. Does it require a reaction to do that or no?
No.
Okay.
Doesn't matter. I failed it.
Okay.
Fail.
All right. So that was their surprise round. Io gets to react, and then we'll do a normal round after that because of your perception, magic, detection, all that.
Oh, okay. So I am going to. I only see one of them, or I see both of them.
It looks like you could see both of them, kind of.
I see both, right?
Yeah. They're just all in that purple glow of the mushrooms.
All right. So my question is, if it's a 20-foot cube, 5, 10, 15, 20. So that's only 4 squares across, right? That's not. I always confuse the cube with the.
Oh, with the radius, yeah.
Yeah.
Cubes
Okay,
are
so
generally
that's
smaller.
Yep, I'm not getting. I don't want to get both of them with that. Okay. I'm gonna do something that's gonna. We have melee people in here. Nope, not gonna do that. All right. Well, I'm gonna see their lightning, and I'm gonna cast Call Lightning myself.
Now, is that the one where you have to see the sky?
Point in the air where a storm cloud could appear within range. Oh.
It just has to be big enough for the cloud. It's kind of
Yeah,
like the
so I
opposite of
can't-
fireball. You need to know how big the room is before you can cast it.
The second sentence is the spell fails if you can't see a point in the air where the storm cloud could appear. For example, if you're in a room that can't accommodate the cloud. The cloud is 10 feet tall with a 60-foot radius.
Okay. Then forget all of that. And I guess I will just, I'll just Thorn Whip the number 1, the one that's closer here. Do I have to do something because I'm in the web?
Yes, sorry, you do. You're,
Okay.
yeah, you're technically starting your turn. It's a dex save.
Dex save, okay. 20.
You are perfectly fine.
Okay,
the webs
and
are
that means I
difficult.
can move.
Difficult terrain for the webs, otherwise you can move normal.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna Thorn Whip. Yeah, I'm gonna Thorn Whip number 1 with a 26.
Yeah.
All right. And I'm going to not pull him closer. I'm just going to do the damage. So 6 piercing.
Okay.
And that's it. Oh, and I'm going to move myself out, obviously.
No, I can't reach them.
Bahn, normal order here, as you see suddenly, just as Io and Zaberi were heading northeast, a magical web appeared and a bolt of lightning shot its way down, and you heard cackling from more Darrow.
Bond's got rubber gloves on and goggles over his eyes as he's getting the poison stuff in the aquavit kit, and he's like,
Keep it down.
Millie, go fix that problem. And he starts like taking off his gloves.
Do you know what this shit does?
And yeah, I'm gonna just spend my turn taking off my stuff with my alchemist supplies.
That's fair.
I do have a question with the web. Was there no like strength check to get out of the web, or did that already?
It is a
Did I miss that
dex. No, Io. It's a dex
Made the
save when
save?
you start your turn. Yeah.
Got it.
And she made the save, so it's just difficult terrain right now. And web is concentration. Well, everything's fucking concentration though.
So number 1 didn't cast it?
Number one, no, number
So
one I did
the
the lightning
damage
bolts.
on
Number
them.
1 was the one to the north, so shot
Okay.
the lightning bolt straight
Okay.
down.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm trying to look at like, all right, what can I do? It's not concentration now.
Are you even playing D&D if you don't overwrite your own
Right, yeah.
concentration
Fucking
spell?
Baldur's Gate was so bad about that too. It's just like, oh, I guess you're not concentrated on this anymore. You're like, damn it. This one will stare at Zaberi
and say, "Oh, too bad you're getting so weak, falling apart."
And we'll target you with a necrotic blight spell. I need
Jesus.
a Constitution saving throw. Fighter.
Oh, that's better than wisdom.
Yeah.
19.
You're fine. Oh my god.
Oh, Jesus.
That is a lot of damage.
18.
30, yeah, half damage, so 18 necrotic damage because you made the save.
Could use a little help up here.
Bud sees all that. He's like, maybe I'll put these clothes back on.
Millie.
Millie's gonna first look at Bahn and say, "Oh, you just stay back here, you old coot," and she's going to run off and run into battle.
She's
And
chaotic
because
sassy.
she has the unarmored unarmored movement, she can move across water.
Just
like
fucking
liquids.
show off the immunity to poison in front of the DM again. I'm gonna skate along your nice poison pool.
And I think it works that she should be able to go all the way
Note to
up
self,
here with her
change
60-foot
poison
movement.
pools to acid pools.
She'll go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 30. Oh, she's going to run up on the wall at this point. So she's going to be like running along the side of the wall and around so she doesn't step on the webs. Does that work?
Well, I was reading. It says it fills a 20-foot cube, so I think it's less that it's a web just like on the floor, and more like there's just like a tangle of webs within literally a wall to right, like wall to ceiling, a three-dimensional cube.
It would go 20 feet high.
20
as well.
feet high, yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna argue that it's probably the whole area is covered in webs.
So what kind of save do I have to make?
It's a dex saving throw. When you enter the turn, enter the webs.
Does
Okay.
that pass the save?
It does.
Okay.
The webs are still difficult terrain, but you are not restrained by them.
I believe she has something that lets her do difficult terrain. I think it might just be Step of the Wind, though. Nope. I can't find it right now, so she's going to... Oh, darn. She needs that extra movement. Yeah, she'll use her Step of the Wind then to double her movement with the bonus action.
Okay.
So 1 key point there. So she'll have more than enough to get through all the webs. She goes 5, 10. Yeah, she'll run up. Oh, wait, which one is the one that casts the web? Is it the top one or the right one? She's going to ask
As she's
Aya
running
as she
by.
walks by. Which one?
I'm like
2?
to the east. East.
Sorry, 2. I was eating a grape. 2.
Got a big
You got
sign
it.
on their head that says 2 on it.
Yeah.
And she's going to run over to this one, and she's going to start making some unarmed strikes. Well, one unarmed strike. Does a 26 hit?
Yes.
Does 8 there.
Okay. She makes a con save, but barely to hold on to the web.
Well, she might as well use her new sword now. And she uses the Sword of Life Stealing. So, sorry, not that one, just the 9.
Okay.
And she's going to spend an extra key point to do the Death Strike with that. So she'll add on an extra d6. Oh, good. So that's 15.
Yeah.
And she already used her bonus action to dash.
Yeah, I need to make how many more con saves then? One more?
Just one more.
One.
Okay. Oh no!
Oh, good.
The webs are gone.
That is very, very, very good timing. Thank
That
you
is
very
good
much.
timing.
And Millie's going to turn to Zaberi and say, I hope that makes it easier on you now.
Much, thank you. Should we team up or should we split up?
They're both slightly injured. Well, one of
I'm
them more
gonna
than the
say
other, I guess.
team. I'm gonna say. Actually, let's go. Sorry, ignore that last step. Here. Yeah. That's my owl sound,
Eventually,
by the way.
yeah, one of these Darrow's got to figure out to shoot that fucking arrow. Shoot that owl.
No, this is why I hide it
Yeah.
very specifically. Do not shoot. 60 feet movement. Okay. Bitch, don't wrap me up. I die now. Okay. Crit. 23 to hit.
Yes.
Slave. And let's strip you. Another 8 and a strength saving throw, please.
Ouch. 18. And a strength save. They're not very strong.
You are down.
Tripped him prone.
I'm
Ah!
gonna, wait. Attack advantage.
Oh, oh, I am Auntie Orta's favorite niece. You cannot do this to me.
17 does hit.
I'm here right now, so too bad. 12 to hit. Okay, let's action surge.
She's looking
Actually, no, I'm
pretty
gonna glaive her.
bad.
I'm gonna glaive her first. Glaive advantage. 8 damage.
Wow.
Still standing.
Well, no, she's prone, but yeah, she's still
I mean,
alive.
still alive.
Yeah,
yeah,
but it looks
I'll-
really bad. She's looking pretty fucked up.
I will action surge.
Ah,
I don't think I'm missing yet.
No, 29.
Die already.
8. Yeah.
Dead yet?
No, not yet.
Good lord.
Yeah.
one more
Kobold Press
time.
Gives me the points. You have to look at the damage you
30.
guys are doing. 18 will hit for 14. Gee buzz, that one is still up, but she is like just huddled on
What?
the
Oh,
ground. Just
get outta
curled
here.
up. I'm
Okay.
not kidding.
My god.
Yeah, yeah. Just
Eating a dead Darrow.
mewling on the ground.
Okay, I'm done.
Looking pretty bad though. Alaric.
You have drawn blood against the emissary of Wotan. Judgment is required.
Gary's like, am I the emissary of Wotan?
Does that mean?
And
No.
that should be the spell save 18. She needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, I finally get to use magic resistance. You guys never make me roll fucking saves against magic spells. Although not very wise, which is odd for a
DC 18.
spellcaster. Yeah, it's
Nope.
still not gonna help. Yeah, it's
Put her between me and Io, please.
modifiers not good. Is this
The
number
north
one?
one.
Okay.
The north one. So that's my bonus action.
I'm the favorite niece. No.
And I will 28 hit,
Yes.
and that's 8, and I'm going to dump a channel divinity in that as well. Which is, I scroll down, gotta do the math.
I'm having a hell of a time trying to figure out what the hell your character is, by the way. That's pretty watching.
Death Domain Cleric with
Okay.
1 level of Bard. 5 times 5 plus twice his level, which is 18, 23. So add another 23 to that, please.
Oh my goodness.
So 31 points.
See, this is why I have to
So-
have all the hit points.
That's why. So Alaric just reaches out, grabs, moves her to his left,
Yeah.
and then hits.
She is instantly bloodied by that giant attack. Oh my goodness. She will. Yeah, I think that's the best thing she can do is lock eyes with you and says,
You will melt in front of Orda's favorite niece.
and she will attempt to cast Blight on you, Alaric. This is number 1, right? Yeah. I need a con saving throw.
Uh-oh.
I'll burn the inspiration on that.
Uh-oh.
Nope.
It is necrotic damage. I don't know if your thing gives you anything against necrotic.
I have resistance to necrotic.
That's a pretty big deal.
Uh-huh.
It's 36 necrotic damage,
Okay.
but she did not know that.
Well, 18. So it's me down to 30.
That's all she can do, though. Io.
I'm muted. Okay. I heard her mumbling about being the favorite niece and then heard her casting another spell. So I am going to cast Breathtaking Wind on her. I kind of take my hands and I blow, and as I do, the air forms into like these crystals and it seeps up into her nostrils, and she has to make a con saving throw. Spell save DC 17.
She does pull that one off with the magic resistance.
Damn.
Yeah.
But still, there's no saving throw after that. That is a great spell.
Correct.
Yeah. Just locks him down.
That is fantastic.
For first level. Yeah.
We locked Alaric's sister down with that in the cave for a really
Wow.
long time.
Yeah. It is concentration, at least, but yeah.
It is. Yep. Okay, I don't have any bonus actions, so I'm gonna stay right there.
All right, Bahn.
Phone says, Prince Nathan, carry me over there.
The Raven.
Yeah. And when that doesn't work, he says, I miss my slaves. And then makes his way to about here, and then says, you know what? You're a real niece of work. And
Nice.
I'm sorry, that's inspiration as far as I
doesn't get
bravo.
the 20 psychic blades. So I didn't realize I still had that checked. Wisdom saving throw, DC 17.
Still magic resistance. Wisdom. Nope, not quite.
6 psychic damage.
This is number 1, I think.
Yes, yeah, that's the one I can see.
Okay. 6 psychic, and would technically have, I think, disadvantage on next attack.
And I'll mosey my way the rest.
Mosey. Alright, the one who's bleeding profusely, looks near death, just looks up viciously at Zaberi and Millie.
Says, "Oh, you horrible, horrible creatures!"
Totally forgot she could do this. As a bonus action, a target of the Witch Queen's choice within 60 feet of her has disadvantage on its next saving throw against her next spell, so she will target. I think Zaberi did the most amount of damage to her, so she'll target Zaberi.
feel
with
like that one.
And then she will unleash a fear spell. It's a 30-foot cone, which may end up hitting her sister down there, but she is okay with that. A cone. Yeah, so I'm gonna have Millie, Zaberi, and Alaric, and I will also target the other Darrow with the fear spell. She does not seem to care. I need wisdom saving throws from all of you. Oh, which that does
Sorry,
trigger.
I'm with disadvantage, right?
Yes, you're at disadvantage. And the Witch Queen has
Yes,
advantage because of magic
I'll-
resistance.
I'll miracle if it passes.
You motherfucker. With your -1! Dang it!
Alaric just turns around. You needed something.
Yeah.
Yeah, Alaric nails the wisdom save. Fucking everybody did except the Witch Queen. Are you kidding me right now?
Please run.
Fail.
Please run.
Yeah, so she... Let's see, well, frightened... See, the wisdom saving throw. Drop whatever is holding, become frightened for the duration. Creature must take the dash action away from you with that save spell on each of its turns. Alright, so it doesn't do anything yet, but it is frightened and will be dashing away as the rest of you just stare back at the first Darrow, who just kind of slumps down and says, "Oh no." She will actually attempt to crawl away, which will trigger an attack of opportunity from Millie. Not even standing up, just crawling.
In the butt.
Yeah. 17 does hit.
Just the 5 on that. There's not the. How does that say necrotic? Oh yeah, it's I just rolled a 1, but it's 5, not the 1. I
Okay.
forgot to take off the tattoos thing.
Darrow did not have that many hit points, so that little bit of attack just puts her down as she attempts to turn around and crawl away. And it is now your turn.
So there's just
However-
the frightened one left, or does frightened come off?
And the concentration just came off the fear because she's dead, so the other one's no longer frightened. The incompetence is quite large. The advantage you're seeing is that the Darrow are truly insane. They really don't even seem to care to work with each other either, that you've seen.
Okay. Well, Millie's going to run up to the other one that was over this way. 5, 10, 15, 20. And she's going to first swing with her new sword again. 18. Does that hit then?
Yes.
Okay. And that does 9 damage. And then she's going to take one more swing unarmed.
Wow.
Oh, yes.
Oh, you went down to the sword, though. That had the sexy sword ability.
Yeah. Dang, I should have just kept on that. Well, she'll do the damage, so she does. Oh, that's really low damage.
Yeah. 7
She
damage
does
with
1
the
extra damage with that this time, though, because of the tattoo.
Okay.
Keep forgetting to put that on and off.
Yeah.
And then
you
she's
get to roll
going to use.
the massive damage table as well.
Oh, yeah, massive damage.
And the Darrow is looking pretty bad.
Cannot take reactions till the end of its turn.
I doubt they'll survive that long, but we'll see.
1 more key point to do a flurry of blows. So 2 more. 1 and 2.
Both of them hit.
Does
Hey,
the
just-
15?
Going off.
The 15 didn't hit though.
It does hit, yeah.
Oh, it does.
Yep, they are spellcasters, do not have as good an armor.
So 11 and 9 for a total of 20 for those two.
All right, that 1-2 follow-up destroys that Darrow witch.
No, I was the fool.
Well, that's the end of those two.
Yeah.
There's something poetic about Millie getting the kill on those two.
Yeah, because she
Well, it's
listened to
more
me.
physical than poetic.
Almost saw the sword do its thing, too. The pond to the northeast looks different than the other two. It appears to be far murkier. Pitch black, almost. You cannot see the bottom. However, what you can just make out appears to be the very tip of a staff poking out of the top of this very sludgy water. Kind of in the middle, of course.
My
I
detect
get
magic is
pronunciation-
still up, I think.
Did you get hit at all? I don't think you did. So yeah, probably detect magic's still up. You detect that is a magic item.
Can I try to get it with Mage Hand?
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah, you can pull Mage Hand out there, and it's because you can't. I guess I'm actually giving you more information about that. It was a staff. You can't really tell it's a staff. It just looks like a top of a stick right there. And it looks like you'd be able to grab it, but the Mage Hand struggles as it tries. You feel like there's like resistance. I don't know if you feel that, but somehow, like, you know, through trying to use Mage Hand, you can see the Mage Hand like struggling. Multiple Mage Hands come out.
Bahn cast Mage Hand and pull it at the same time.
That happened a couple of games ago in one of my games. I was like, yeah, you got 2 Mage Hands, go for it.
Yeah.
20 HP, 20 pounds of strength, go for it.
I was gonna say, like, when he cast it before Bahn does, and Bahn's like trying to hurry up and cast his, and then like he's trying to hurry up and slap his hand out of the way. Anyway.
Like, mine, no mine.
Yeah.
It's okay if it doesn't work.
No, I'm thinking about it.
I'm gonna add. I also wanted to add the Mubo. I was gonna like, Mubo, go get it. And Mubo like is a fucking owl and can't lift shit. But
Yeah. Like, get that raven over there. Like, everybody, like, get in there and grab the thing. When you move to, or I guess when all the mage hands are we really doing that with the familiars? We're sending everybody out there to grab.
I wanted to do Mubo first just as a joke, like as it would not work at all. So yeah, the mage hands could definitely be there.
Okay, mage hands.
Go familiar.
Both mage hands are grabbing at the staff, and you do see it. I don't even know how it looked. Maybe you're like sweating or something as you're like concentrating on the mage hand trying to pull it up. But it looks like it is giving way like inch by inch as you pull it. Again, this water looks very sludgy. And then you see like the water itself seem to kind of undulate as a result of this. And you're like pulling and kind of making this like slurping sound as it's
coming.
As
Coming. We're getting it.
I'm sorry, but I can only see Bahn as like Yoda.
Yeah.
Be like pulling the X-wing out of the thing.
Yeah.
His hand is
Curling
out.
them Yeah.
That is why you fail.
Yeah, and as it's pulling out, all of you can see now clearly there appears to be large black masses that are undulating in the water, what you thought was like all water, and now is kind of coalescing into these
Back up.
into these oozes. And
back up.
I am gonna go ahead and ask for initiative again. This session
Holy
is insane. I know.
cow.
I am once more asking you to roll.
I am once again asking you to roll initiative. I know. We'll talk about this afterwards, but I didn't.
Kind of appropriate for tonight.
I'm kind of running this one as is, but I saw it and I was like, "Good lord, everything is just combat."
That last line of try not to die, very appropriate. Very
Yes.
appropriate.
Exactly. Yeah, so you see these large masses that are undulating ever towards you appear to be oozes that are just part of the sludgy, murky water in here. This might be a record for battles.
Did we get the staff though?
You have not quite acquired the staff yet. It literally, they started, basically you agitated combat while you were in the middle of pulling out stuff. So technically you still have Mage Hand doing their thing. Mage Hand does not require concentration though. And
It's just one every round.
it does use your action to control the hand. So if you want to keep pulling the staff out, it would technically require your action, or you could just leave it where it is. Boy, look at these fucking initiative rolls. Holy crap. I thought I rolled pretty good for oozes, just saying. You guys destroyed it on the initiative rolls this time.
Once again, who's left?
I know, it doesn't feel great to roll at 15 and be the
Every
last party member
Yeah.
to go.
But damn it.
So, Bahn, you've got one, like, in your face now, undulating towards you.
Yeah. That doesn't feel good, I don't think. I feel like... What can I roll to see what I know about what's coming at me? Nature?
Let me, hang on. Give me 1 second to look that up. I think it's nature, examine creature. Yes, nature check.
Coming up. Well, no, my mouse is doing weird stuff. Okay, it is a 8, so I don't know anything.
I know nothing. Ah, the water's coming into life!
Yeah.
Fucking hate this place!
It's not enough to cast entropic damage field. There's not enough other enemies, and I'm gonna disengage. Is all I'm gonna do. And I'm gonna run as far back as I can. And that's my turn.
I flee.
I do.
It's fair.
Heroically.
Sure.
Brave Sir Robin.
Millie.
Millie's going to kind of cast an eye at Bahn and say, "Oh, first you put your hands all over your staff, and then all of a sudden it gets oozy and you run away." And then she's going to go up to... She's going to run up here, and she is going to start attacking. I hope that is an ooze that's in front of her. Oh,
Yes.
By the way, can I get Prince Nathan to move up a little closer?
Oh, yeah, sure. Nathan, you asshole, where are you?
You lazy bird, get over here, Nate. And she is going to do first an attack with her sword. 21? Does that hit?
Yes, it does hit an ooze.
That will be a 5 for... I'm rolling so many ones today. Then she is going to take an unarmed strike.
Now, that does do slashing damage normally, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it
just a
does
second.
do slashing damage.
Okay.
Why does it say necrotic?
I
Does
think
that
I know the
again.
special damage on a nat 20 does necrotic, but normally it should just do slashing. All right, a couple things
Yeah,
happen.
Uh-huh.
Let's see. Takes. First thing is that its body is acidic. And it deals back 5 acid damage to anybody hits it with a melee attack. And then technically it corrodes non-magical weapons.
Okay, so 5 damage. Okay.
And then when you hit it... Go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say she's going to do something different than that unarmed strike then.
Okay.
But you said there's something else that happens too?
Yeah, when you do the slashing damage, I believe that splits the ooze. Medium or larger, so which is lightning or slashing, that splits into 2 new puddings with at least 10 hit points. Each new pudding has hit points equal to half the original pudding's. Pudding's such a stupid fucking name for a monster. New puddings are 1 size smaller than the original pudding. So, yeah, you split them into 2 different creatures.
Okay.
Each with half the hit points.
She's going to see that, and can I change that second attack from the unarmed strike to the sword again?
Sure.
Okay, so she's going to take a second swipe at it with the sword. doing 14. Yeah, I rolled max on that. So 14 slashing damage. The first one. So 1-1, I guess. It's 1.1. Whichever this one.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
the one
sorry.
she's going to attack with that.
I do have to mess with that, don't I? That becomes 3 now, that one. Okay, and it
Okay.
is medium or smaller, so it splits again. As you continue to do slashing damage.
And I'll take the... What is the damage for that?
Oh, yeah, I
With the
gotta
acid?
roll it, actually. It's a 1d8, so 7 acid damage that time.
Okay. Oh, crud.
So,
Okay, and then she is going to... Oh, what is it? I think it's key fueled attack.
these are smaller.
She's also going to use, actually on that second attack, she's going to use Death Strike on it as well. So she's going to do a little extra damage.
Okay.
And I'm going to use a key point for that. So 5 extra slashing. And then because she used 1 key point on that, key fueled attack. If you spend 1 or more key point as part of your action, you make a 1 attack with an unarmed strike or monk weapon, which is the longsword. So she's going to take a 3rd swipe with her longsword.
All right,
For another, and again the first one on that one too, for another 13, and splits it in 2, hopefully.
No, that kills this one. Assuming you're attacking the original smaller one.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, the smallest one.
Yeah, that straight up eliminates it.
And she goes, "Oh no, I think I made a mess here, guys. Help! A little help here."
There's more of them now.
Oh, and she's done with her turn too.
Oh. Nope, I ran that wrong.
You ran it fine. Just keep going.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep going.
It's okay.
I totally missed that part. I don't want to reverse all that, so we're gonna keep going. All right, Io. The splitting is correct, but there should, yeah, good.
So what damage did Millie do that split it?
Slashing.
Slashing. Okay. All right, I'm kind of looking at this going, I don't know what these things are, so I'm going to, I'm going to try to cast Fairy Fire on them, which would then give other people hopefully advantage on that. I want to angle it in a way I obviously don't hit Millie.
Okay.
So I want to hit
You
the
can
big
do that.
one.
You can hit all of them just by a line, just putting it deep because it's a big square.
Yeah, it's a 20-foot cube. So
Oops,
Where it says that the weapon gets a cumulative -1 penalty to damage rolls, does that apply to magic weapons? Because
No.
magic weapons...
No.
Yeah, okay.
it does not apply to magic weapons. I'm trying to help you with this.
yeah,
You
so it
just
should be,
just start it higher up, but you'll get all of them easily.
yeah,
It's a 20-foot. It's 20-foot square. It's huge.
20 foot. Yeah, so if you keep going. So yeah, that should be, each of the oozes would have to make a dex saving throw. If it fails, then
20
they are
is
lit
this
up.
size. It's a 10-foot radius, right?
Yeah.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, you guys keep thinking it's radius when it comes to cubes. Cubes don't have... Cubes are just the whole
Right,
thing,
so if-
and then when they talk circles, that's radius, so yeah.
So if I
yeah.
put the edge of it here, it should hit 5, 10, 15, 20. I won't hit 4, but I'll hit the 2 bigger ones.
All the squares come out.
I know.
Yes, exactly. You can hit, yeah, you can hit 2 and 3.
Yeah, yeah.
Things
2 and
get
3.
psychedelic now.
So dex saves for that.
Okay. Imagine these guys don't have the best deck saves. We'll do 2 and 3. Wow, 16. Oh, that still fails though. Jeez, that was a noble
they both
effort from
fail.
that play.
So any attacks against them will have advantage.
Yeah, that's a good one.
And I'm gonna just go ahead and back up a little bit.
All right, those 2 oozes are lit up. Glowing oozes. Probably looks awesome. Like hexes from Fern Gully. Yeah, that's a good reference.
Okay. Thanks, Dad.
Tim Curry, I think, did the voice. What a fucking cool movie.
Yeah,
On
they
the-
actually had to cut a part of the song that he sings too because it was too sexy.
Fair.
Damn it, Tim Curry.
Attacking the bigger one here. You hear Alaric say, may the Wotan's chains of justice bind you.
Chains of the goddess. Use creatures of anything that must be a wisdom save restrained by chains of psychic force. Wisdom. Wise are you putting? Surprisingly wise, but not wise enough. Jesus Christ.
Well-
Take 40.
It's a good roll.
That is a good roll. That is a really good roll on 60. 40 on 68 is almost max damage, one would say.
Mm-hmm.
60 bludgeoning damage
Mm-hmm.
and restrained. Okay. Can you be restrained? You're an ooze. You can be restrained. Okay, that's fucking weird. You'd think that
It's
one
psychic
thing-
force, so he thinks he's just being crushed in his mind.
I guess I don't even think psychically an ooze would be able to restrain. It's an ooze, but it's not a condition immunity, so I'll go with it. How odd.
And I will move over a couple steps. There.
All right, Zaberi, we've got a restrained and fairy fired large ooze over here, and just a fairy fired ooze in here, and then a small ooze over here.
That thing looks like it's going to be beat to crap first the turn. So let's go here. Oh wait, when we hit something, it was like shooting out goo and hurting people, right?
Yes, although
Like
you can just scroll up and see it, but it only seemed to hit within 5 feet. Another advantage to the reach that
That's
you
why
have.
I'm not going. I'm not going within 5 feet.
Yeah.
Thank you. It's just if I'm within, I can do a defensive thing, but let's. Millie will be fine. She's always fine. Okay. Let's attack the little guy. And all I got is slashing. Sorry. Sorry,
Ooh,
peeps. Let's do this one normally.
13 will
The
hit
13 to hit.
ooze. Oh yeah,
It is news.
it's an ooze.
Oh, I have advantage.
That's the
I'm
little one you
rolling
said?
again. Yeah, I'm just rolling again, just in case I crit. Oh, it's not fairy fired. Never mind. Is it still alive?
No, you destroy it.
Okay. Little jaunt. Let's go out for a little circle spin. It's fun.
Oh boy. Just fucking
Sorry. It's just fun to do the right click. It's just really
maneuvers.
fun. If anybody knows, you can like left click and then right click around to create a
Execute attack pattern alpha.
It's like the
28
pigeons.
to hit.
Mm-hmm.
13 slashing.
That's number 3.
Yeah. I
Yep.
assume that splits it.
Yes, that will split it. I actually have no idea how that works with Fairy Fire, but I would rule that the new one is not Fairy Fired because it's a different entity technically.
Yeah,
But I'm
the fairy fire goes away the next turn.
I'm also
Oh,
not
but that's a good
rolling
point.
It's a weird one. It's a kind of an edge case. I'm also not rolling initiative separately for them. I'm just going to roll them as part of the other one instead of re-rolling initiative. So I wasn't trying to do that either. With the fact that we technically have a different initiative rule than originally as written, right? We do individual initiatives, which also I don't know how that interacts with split. I guess I've never done a split creature since making that change.
Let's action surge. Well, actually, we'll put it first.
15, so they become smaller. Oops. Smaller.
So I'm just waiting.
Yep. Okay.
Oh, good. Okay.
We're good.
Uh,
Complex creature.
I was like, I'll pick the one that's been fairy fired. Except I'm pretty sure I know that their AC is like negative, so it really is irrelevant.
Yeah, their AC is garbage. For
When you cast fairy fire, I'm like, oh, okay.
I was never
so-
experienced these before,
I don't know
so
if we ever fought oozes in this whole
Yeah.
campaign yet, to be fair.
Oh, that's crazy. I love these oozes. They're really fun. The top one is still alive.
Yes, barely. It looks
Okay,
quite diminished.
let's just action surge. Action
Didn't
surge
you-
going same guy.
Didn't you
Sorry.
action surge last time against the witches?
I think
Oh yeah, we haven't done that.
We
Yeah,
have not
I'm
actually
done.
short rested between.
Good call.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, all done. No, it's fine.
All right. So for this turn, This was the original one, so I'm gonna use. I'm just gonna let these 2, 3. I should change the numbering though, I guess.
Actually, sorry, I want us to take one more step up to here. Can I do that?
Sure.
Okay.
It's the edge of like the sludgy waters, but it's not damaging. So yeah, you're in front, so they will work on attacking you. They mindlessly try to reach forward with a pseudopod with a 21 to hit.
Which one's attacking?
This number 3.
Okay.
For 5 bludgeoning, 14 acid damage, and you are grappled and restrained by the ooze. And you would take acid damage if you're actually still in that same condition at the start of your next turn.
Yay. I'm gonna riposte.
Riposte.
Disadvantage, I guess.
Yeah, restrained.
Only
That still
22.
hits. For 15, you destroy that ooze. So you're no longer grappled by it. And as I said, I'm just going to use the same initiative for the split one, so I'll have number 4 try the same thing on you. But I don't think a 14 is going to hit you.
Misses, yeah.
Alright, and the other one is... something... Restrained... 60 bludgeoning damage. Restrained creature repeats something they turn the effect on itself.
It can make the save again, or try to.
Yes. So it's restrained. I don't think it can...
DC 18 wisdom.
Yeah, so it can't attack. So there's nobody nearby. So all it can do is repeat the saving throw at the end of its turn, which was
DC 18 wisdom.
wisdom. Thank you. There's no way it's gonna make this. It has to roll a nat 20. All right, Bahn.
Seeing everybody else kind of take care of him pretty easily, Vaughn will walk up and be like, "Oh, it's not that bad," and attack it with his rapier,
Big one or little one?
the big one.
Okay.
23.
You have super advantage on it because it's got fairy fire. It's got restrain.
I'll try one more time just to see for crit, which I don't.
Okay.
But I will do psychic blades. I don't know if they take psychic damage.
It sure as hell took all that chain psychic damage. So from Alaric's attack.
So 21.
21 pours a lot of damage into it, not quite enough to destroy it, not doing slashing damage, so it does hit you back with its corrosive form, only doing 1 acid damage.
Yes. But my weapon is not magical.
Ah, so you're just get some acid
Now I rolled-
crap on it.
A D7.
Mm-hmm.
Is there? Well, I'll read through it more.
I have no idea how to do that in the character sheet.
Yeah, I'm gonna just do -1 as a modifier.
Yeah.
Is it damage or? Yeah, damage rolls. Okay. And as a bonus action, I'm going to give. I don't really need to again, but I'm gonna give Millie a bardic inspiration and say, no, it's like this.
And she'll respond to Bahn, "Oh, I know what I'm doing, you old coot." And she's going to go over. Actually, she's not going to move. She has 2 vials of alchemist fire, so she's going to take out one of them, and it's like it looks like a Molotov cocktail, and she pulls it off and she throws it at the big one.
Okay.
Is that 1d6 fire damage if she hits? Trying to look it up right now.
Is it under
Alchemist
alchemist
fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was one of the items in there. I can't remember what it does. I think it's 1d6 fire if she hits, but I'm not sure.
As an action, you can throw
Well,
a
I
blast
guess
of 20 feet, shattering an impact, make a ranged attack against a creature or object. Treating the alchemist fire as an improvised weapon. On hit, the target takes 1d4 fire damage at the start of each of its turns.
Okay, so I just add my dex bonus, but no proficiency if I'm not proficient in an improvised weapon.
It does say to treat it as an improvised weapon, yeah.
Okay, so this plus 4. Yeah, she's going to throw one of those, so it's...
But you have advantage, because it's super restrained and all that.
Oh, cool. Where is it? A 15 plus 4, so 19.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, and it's 1d6, so she's going to do 6 damage.
Okay. Becomes slightly engulfed in flames, and if it could scream, it probably would.
And she's going to just say, well, that should take care of it, and she's going to start walking away a little bit. And 10, 15, 20, and she's going to sit down on one of these mushrooms.
Walk away from the explosion.
And that's the end of her turn.
All right, Io, both large and small ooze look very, very damaged.
All right. I'm gonna hang back here with Millie, and I'm gonna just shoot a thorn whip at the big one that's in front of Bahn. 18.
Yep.
5 piercing.
Okay. Looks like it is almost destroyed.
And that's it.
Alaric.
It's another 68 points of damage.
He says that so casually. Yeah. No more complaints about how many hit points I have.
How's it looking?
It's dead. It is very dead.
Okay.
Yeah. It just shrivels up. Collapses in on itself.
And so that's just the lingering effects of that spell. So there's another small one out there.
There is another small one out there. Touch it.
So I'm gonna reach over and she'll touch it.
Okay.
Spectral hand reaches out towards it.
That will hit.
For 13.
Ow. Yeah, you managed to sink the hand like right into its like just massing body, and just kind of shrivels up similar to the other one, and just falls apart and sinks back into the water. And
Wait, that other spell is a bonus action to use? Holy
It's
crap.
not even
No,
a
that-
fucking action. It's like I know the spells. I could go
Maintain
on.
That's
concentration.
nuts.
I just
I
maintain
know.
concentration on it.
The spells that Kobold Press
That
has
is
done are
nuts.
broken as shit. But
Oh, that's what it is.
yeah, it's insane. Or yeah, it does
Right.
68 damage. It is a 5th level spell, to be fair.
Mhm.
But yeah, it also takes another 68 damage at the start of each of your turns without requiring any other actions by the description.
They do get the resave at the end of each of their turns if they're
Yeah.
still around. So
Did not.
I just maintain concentration on that, and then did a cantrip on the other one.
Yep. That destroys all the oozes, and it's trivial for you guys to pull out what appears to be a magical stone staff, which I think also requires attunement to be able to identify. But that looks like your third prize that you have received. Why don't we go ahead and short rest here with this group, and then we can identify the staff. Appears to be no immediate danger in the area.
Bahn's looking at his rapier, and it's all pitted now.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Reminder.
dang it.
And the staff is a staff of striking. Staff can be wielded as a magic quarterstaff that grants a +3 bonus to attack and damage rolls made with it. Staff has 10 charges. When you hit with a melee attack, you can expend up to 3 of its charges. For each charge you expend, the target takes an extra 1d6 force damage. Staff regains 1d6 plus 4 expended charges daily at dawn. It does say currently, when you retrieved the staff, it had 0 charges. So
Quarterstaff have a 10-foot range or 5?
5.
5.
It doesn't have reach, so yeah. It has versatile, so you can wield it with 1 or 2 hands. I know, I hate that in Baldur's Gate, because I love doing the polearm build too, and what was it that's not like a trident or something weird also didn't count towards polearm? I was like, what the fuck?
+3 to attack is still ridiculous.
It's pretty crazy, attack and damage,
Why?
yeah.
And nobody else wants it. I might want that.
Io uses a quarterstaff as a druid, but I don't know. Can a fighter wield a quarterstaff? As
Fighter can wield anything.
I can use anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, this is a little bit. Well, no, it's actually an increase in damage because I do D10 plus 1 now, and this is D8 plus 2.
This would be D8 plus 3.
If it's two-handed.
Yeah, sorry, D8 plus 3 if it's two-handed, but I'm already using the glaive two-handed, so I'm just losing reach basically.
Mm.
Plus 2 to attack on top of that. That is a lot. Plus, if you get these charge things,
Yeah.
especially since it doesn't say anything about charges using like actions.
Right.
That's
Yeah.
pretty great.
It's almost like a
But
sneak attack type thing, I guess, or a divine smite where you can just like throw it into the attack if you have the charges for it.
You describe it as a stone staff?
That's what it said, yeah. And it was the only thing that was not like when you actually, if you like bother to look in the murky waters, you see there's like a lot of bones, but there's nothing else of any kind of value. And the only thing that seemed to survive the corrosiveness of the oozes was this magical stone staff. But yeah, you all recover what very clearly looks like 3 prizes, right? 3 pretty fancy magic items. And the only area that you haven't quite explored yet is that southeast corner. But I think this is where we're going to go ahead and end our session of Empire of the Ghouls for now. Thank you to Brandon, Dory, Jason, Morgan, and Stan for playing. And thank you to all the patrons for helping make these sessions happen. Shouts to Platinum patrons Joe, Will, Thomas, Stan, Brennan, Genocider, Eclectic, Roleplayer, Christopher, Corey, Big Nut, John F, John L, Eric, Tyler, Nathan, Camp Crystal, Counselor, Andrew, Dell, The Reldrin, Captain Woody 79, Stephanie, Patrick, Jason, Ismail, Amit, Lumpy, Spud, Sharni, David, William, Warden, Cutest Fox, Harold, Sam, and Eudaimonia LLC. And gold patrons, RPG Papercrafts, Pretty Boy, and Yuma, the Lizard Lounge, Sam, Drome, Nathan, Fasica, Torta, Scott, Refus, Carolyn, Jerry, Glenn, Marcus, and Mark. Thank you all very much for your support. We will see you all next time.
Thanks for the game. It's fun.
Thanks.